Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to a new campaign. A well sought after campaign, a very popular campaign amongst the Total War community with Sparta. Now, I have been attempting this campaign for quite a while. If you watch my Twitch channel, you'll know that I failed it twice already in the last week. And this is my third crack, and believe me, besides what I've shown on stream, I have also failed it off stream as well, as I've been testing different possibilities, because in all honesty, the early game for Sparta is not quite as obvious as it seems, you know? It's deceptively challenging because your population mechanic stops you from easily training a powerful army, and we could say precarious political situation in Greece and Macedonia makes it very difficult to expand into those areas. For if you occupied a coast, Rome more or less declares war on you right away. And Athens and Macedon appears to be in a quite strong political alliance with each other. I mean, with Athens being the junior partner, of course. And all of these things make it very difficult for Sparta to expand, because you're weaker than Macedon, you're weaker than Athens, you're weaker than Rome. You aren't a powerful player, and your military traditions hold you back from having easily assembled large armies. Like, that first army that you make will be extremely valuable to you, so just hard to replace. But let's listen to this.
They call back and presume to conquer Greece. To try is not to win. They will know this when you meet them in battle. Macedon may join you, but they are no better in the end. Alexander's conquests have left them with delusions of grandeur. They will be checked, as will every other aggressor. You may fare better working with Athens and other true Greek states, but history has often taught otherwise. Ultimately, trust only in Sparta, and you will prevail.
Now, these are the different things I have tried on stream and off. I've conquered all of Illyria. This gave me very little income and led me to war with Rome immediately. I've conquered Macedon, same thing, war with Rome and war with Thrace. I've gone straight for Thrace, and that was the most successful one thus far, but in all honesty, it's just really weird conquering all the way up here when you're down here. And just today off stream, I tried just focusing on Hellas, and that actually yielded by far the best results. In fact, I mean, Rome did declare war on me, but besides that very random declaration of war that I frankly still don't understand, things had gone quite well for me. So that's going to be my strategy, boys. I am going to aim to consolidate all of Hellas under my control, right? All of this Greek province that consists of Sparta, Athens, and Crete, as thoroughly as I can. That will be my singular objective. And while, of course, that will have a couple of obstacles, I believe that that's the best case, because conquering Athens is worth more than like 5 or 4 other settlements. It just gives so much income to your campaign and ability to train, to trade, and to train navies. And you don't need to spend 5,000 moving your capital. It's just so valuable. And it's also just an incredibly wealthy city, a fabulously wealthy city. It's just so good. But the other thing that I notice is that when Sparta doesn't intervene in the affairs of Thrace, Greece, sign alliances with Macedon and Athens, it usually tears the precarious alliance between Macedon and Athens quite quicker. Like, it makes them go to war against each other a lot more surely. So, what I'm thinking is that we kind of just hold back. We don't raise an army right away. We actually just sit back and accumulate vast swaths of wealth and just wait for things to start unraveling. And then once there's an opportunity, you can contemplate jumping in. The next thing that I want to explain here, though, is that Sparta has one particular unit that I really wish to train a lot of, and that is the guest hoplite. The reason why is because a Spartan guest hoplite basically has the stats of an elite Spartan, homioi hoplite. At the top of your population, those guys that are super hard to recruit, it has the same stats as those. The exception of a little bit less morale, but a bit more armor. But it takes 3 turns to train, and it comes from your forwarder population. So if you can get an army populated with those, they'll be able to replenish from conquered territories, and it'll allow your homioi population to grow quite a bit. In fact, let me just explain this to you guys. Those watching and maybe aren't familiar with DEI. Sparta's population is stratified along 4 classes, like any other. The homioi, the perioikoi, the helots, and the xenoi. Right? The homioi are kind of like your warrior class. The perioikoi are your citizen class, but just aren't as warlike. Are still represented in the army. They just aren't like that elite Spartan caste that you associate with like the 300 or whatnot. The helots are your slaves. They're by far the most numerous, but they really aren't warlike whatsoever. The xenoi are your foreigners. And, well, the homioi replenish very slowly. You can see plus 34 a turn, which means it's going to take you like 6 turns at this rate to get, 1 unit of hoplites. It's crazy how slowly they replenish. And while they might be like elite hoplites, it's still very, very, very difficult to rely on them in your army, because at the end of the day, you're just not going to get a lot of them. So, knowing this, it's ideal to just get a lot of guest hoplites, because these guys, they are those elite Spartan hoplites that you like, that everybody loves. But they're just so much easier to get a hold of. With the exception of having to wait 3 turns. But right now, nobody is going to strike at us. We have a bunch of, we have a trade agreement. We have a non-aggression pact with Athens. And nobody else is going to be interested in taking a swing at us. So we can honestly just wait. We can wait. We can relax. And gather income and public order in Sparta. And then once Athens reveals itself to be weak, once they get into a war with Macedon or we'll strike at them and take their city. Hey, Mirror Man, how are you doing? I just got another dose of the Fauci ouchie, so I might end up becoming a little bit lethargic by the end of the stream. I literally just got vaccinated 10 minutes ago, but with the exception of that, this is a normal stream. How are you, my dude? Are you excited for another crack at this campaign? So last time I just went to war against Rome and I got completely plastered. Destroyed, bro. Destroyed. Lol, yeah. Do not like the Vaco, but it's a necessary evil. See, war declared Athens versus... Oh, okay, so maybe the Macedonians and Athenians might end up working together on this one. I don't know. The fact that Athens just declared war on, Macedon's Thracian adversary isn't exactly ideal. I mean, I just really want the Macedonians and Athenians to be at each other's throats, honestly. It bodes well for Sparta. But there's really no way for me to force them to fight and kill each other. I mean, honestly, all I can really do is just continue to wait. Continue to be patient here. It's going to take a while for my level 2 barrack to finish building anyway. And until then, I'm not getting... Presidente? Senior Presidente? What did you drop? How a cat works? Bro, I literally went to my friend who has 2 cute little kittens. What? We're so far from these assholes. What the hell? What the heck? It's a cat machine gun. This is what I was sent, dude. It's so dumb, bro. It's funny, though. It's funny. By the way, you know that my Discord server is back, dude? I brought it back. Link in my channel description. Join if you wish. All shitposts welcome.
You have to eat.
Well, I'm not even gonna bother with dealing with this. I mean, I'm not sure what the Declaration of War even is. I am not sure why that happened, but no, I'll continue biding my time. Again, until my next barrack is done building, I'm not gonna focus on building on my army, because I don't want to expand my homioi. Don't want to drain my perioikoi, and besides that, I don't really see much of a chance of like Athens leaving our city anyway, right? My goal is to take Athens when they don't have a full stack confined into city walls. That's my goal. And I'm not going to be able to accomplish that until Athens declares war on somebody who's like close, like hopefully these Aetolians or something. Or Macedon. One or the other would work. Rome's is still dealing with Epirus, which is great. The longer the Epirotes can hold out against Rome, the better it is. Odrysians versus Fini. Have you played Half-Life? No. Of all like the classic Valve games, I've only played Left 4 Dead 2, but that was a fun game. I'm just sending my spy around to see what the military buildup of other factions looks like. I mean, obviously I'm behind because I'm not even like doing anything, but Scorching Hot Summer, wow. I mean, why would I, bro? It's such an old game. Such an old game, dude. Why would I do that? I don't play old games. Not like this one. This isn't an old game. Brand new, hot off the press. I've gone through a Valve game marathon. I mean, Valve games are pretty good in general, right? The old ones. Pretty spicy. Okay, I'm gonna get these two Rhodesian Slingers just because Rhodesian Slingers are obviously based. Like, they're really good. Might as well snatch them up while they're available, you know. I don't know. Let's see if Athens decides to go try to take a swipe out the Aetolians here. Like, someone's gotta do it. Entropy 0. That sounds trippy. What's that mod? What does it add? Just continuing to consolidate, boys. Sparta will rise. When the time is right, we'll strike out of all the pent-up aggression that our confinement to Lacedaemonia's caused. You play as the Combine. Now, I don't know what that means, because I don't know anything about Half-Life. You know, it's kind of weird as a Counter-Strike player, because I know there's a lot of, like, Half-Life references in the game, but I just don't pay attention to that stuff, you know? I mean, what do you expect, bro? I never played the game. I never taken an interest in it. Not some sort of, like, gaming historian. I guess you just gotta play... Exactly. Let's see. What will they give me, like, the level 3 buildings? I'm just curious here. Honestly, it's pretty quick. Like, I have to say, Sparta's construction chain is very, very, like, aggressive. Like, you just get... You get the level 3 Odeon very quickly. Then you get level 3, like, I don't know, I just feel like you end up making progress really quick on Sparta's building train in comparison to the Dystrian Kingdom one I was confined to last campaign. But I assume that's like any Greek faction. It still holds up. All these years, not gonna lie, I have zero nostalgia for it because I've never played it before, so I'm unbiased. Well, that's good to hear. I mean, you know.
Perhaps.
I would suggest that that's kind of the crappy thing about modern gaming, right? I mean, ideally, these games would be so much worse than the new games and we wouldn't care for them at all, but here we are playing super old games because the new games just aren't really that good. Did I pick up Half-Life 1 for free? Yeah, but I don't really think I'm gonna play it, dude. Like, for the most, I've been playing only Total War and Counter-Strike since I was 15, and I'm still having an absolute blast at both of them. So I don't really think I'm gonna play anything else, dude. Not gonna lie. I just don't see the point. I mean, I've been like hyper-focused to try to figure out how to get the stupid Sparta Campaign off the ground for like a week now, okay? This is like my job now, bro, in between semesters. It's my friggin' job.
I give you welcome.
Okay, I could break these treaties, but I don't see the purpose right now, because we're just going to start getting these hoplites in one turn. You can't play a game for more than a couple... Damn, whoa. I don't know why, dude. I literally can. I could play Counter-Strike Dust 2 only and still have fun. That's what I did last night, bro. I was just rolling only Dust 2 for like 5 maps, and I won 4 of them. And I was fine with that, dude. I was having a blast. And I've been playing Dust 2 since 2015, alright? It's still my favorite map. I don't know. I'm easy to content. My gaming tastes are very easy to quench. As long as you have Total War and Counter-Strike on hand, you can keep me happy. I'm a simple man. I know what I like. You know? I'm a simple man. Okay, it doesn't look like Athens and Macedon want to take a crack at each other. And it's so weird that the Aetolians haven't had any trouble yet, because usually we just get crushed between these two big powers, you know? Okay. Are the Aetolians gonna take Apollonia? Dude, that would be hilarious, okay? I would love that. As Rome gets cockblocked from getting into Apollonia, that would be sick. But here we have it, boys. We have our barrack constructed. And now, we can go and start arming and training foreigners in a Spartan manner. But yeah, it looks like the Athenians, they're just grinding out large swaths of troops. Of course, this is a strong army. It could definitely take Apollonia. I just question whether the Aetolians are going to have the balls to actually move in. I have never seen the Aetolians take another settlement. Never. Not like the original Aetolians, mind you. Like, I've seen the Aetolians... like, after they get liberated and it becomes, like, a different faction. I've seen those guys take Apollonia, but I've never seen early game Aetolia ever take Apollonia. It is such a scam, but they might. Like, the Athenians or the Macedonians should have declared war on them. I don't get it. I don't freaking get it. And Twitch lifted the ban on nudity. Does that mean we can have a penis emote?
My people...
I mean, I think that emotes go through like a screening process. Like whenever I've submitted emotes, they've always gone for some sort of screening process. I don't think it would make that. I don't think it would make it. I think I'm being sarcastic because of all like the Twitch meta jokes that have come out recently. But still, I don't think that I could. I think that Twitch would just say nah. Oh, dude, the Aetolians are going to take Apollonia. The Epirotes, they have one unit here. And a garrison. They're fucked. We're screwed. We're definitely gonna get wrecked here. I mean, I don't mind. But this is crazy. And I'm happy the Romans have yet to declare war on me. Because last time I was playing this, they just randomly got schizo and declared war on me. And I don't like that. At the end of the day, like, Sparta just doesn't have the capacity to compete with Rome. They don't. And I'm going to decline every single additional treaty because I intend to break my treaties with Athens once the time to strike is right. I intend to break that treaty and just plow right over them. And you know what? I think... did one of our armies leave the city? No, it's still there. It's getting excited. But perhaps prematurely, though. I mean... and what the... they totally is lost? Okay. Well, no wonder they have never taken anything. They had a great opportunity to take Apollonia there. They had an amazing opportunity. They had a full stack. How did Epirotes survive? That's insane. Like, my spy is going to reveal the full extent of the damage, but it really appears like his army is desolate. How? This isn't even an amazing... okay, this is a pretty okay militia. But it shouldn't have been able to stand up to that many Thessalian hoplites. That is incredibly poor. But Aetolians, they should have had that. But, no. I mean, there's really nothing else to say about it. What a shameful display. I'll just continue to work upon this metric. I don't know. I mean, I could either go for construction or I could go for the military one that gives you a little bit of extra class. But you know what? I'm going to go for construction. I just feel like it. One more turn passes. Hope this has been a fairly entertaining campaign, boys. As I've pressed end turn repeatedly. But believe me, okay, the strategy works. We're just building up here. Right, this is the way I'm gonna have the best Spartan army possible, because I'm not sure if you guys remember, again, not on YouTube, but on the stream, but when I played my other campaign attempts when I went straight for Illyria, or straight for Thrace, my armies were never quite that good. I had a lot of Helot hoplites, I had a lot of Helot spears, I usually didn't have the full extent. Yes, Vagabond did. Yeah, I don't think that you recall in particular. How are you doing, man? How was your Christmas? Yeah. I think you probably had like a work Christmas thing or something like that, yeah? Busy AF? Yeah. If it sounds about right. That sounds about right to me. I mean, I can go for this thing. Yeah, I have not been particularly busy as of late because my semester ended and, you know, I work for the tutoring center at KPU, so at the end of the day, once the semester is over, I don't work either, so, I mean, I like it that way, actually. It gives me a nice break. You know, it's not that much of a break when you still have to work, but your school's done. It only feels like half a break. I am being chillin'. I went to Mexico with my family. We chilled there. I read like 700 pages of different novels. You know, finished a book on the Iberian Wars, which, you know, I thought the Iberian Wars would have taken place in Spain, you know? But, no, the Iberian Wars took place in Armenia. Between the Byzantines and the Persians, but that was pretty cool. I went to Mexico and read novels. Okay, like, I was at a resort. I sat on the beach, lay on the beach on a towel, drinking mojitos, eating tacos, and reading books. There was nothing better to do, because I don't party, I don't dance, so... That was honestly my idea of being in heaven, to be honest. Just being able to freely read, allow my mind to explore things, eating... going to the gym, just, you know, practicing an extensive amount of self-care, but I can never do during the semester. Just makes you feel like the human part of you is recovering. Gym. I mean, yeah, it's gym. You know? Have to burn a lot of calories after all. Tensions in Sicily. I mean, Syracuse is still around, but I assume that Carthage is gonna probably go in here and start taking it. Where did you go? Los Cabos. It's very close to the American border, so environmentally, it's very similar to New Mexico. You know, very dry. You see a lot of cactuses, a lot of short shrubbery, quite a few of those little lizards. The food's a bit better there than other parts of Mexico that I've gone to too, because, you know, I think of Los Cabos as like a Mexican province. It's just administered a lot more competently than southern provinces, which have issues with cartels and the like. Still not, you know, up to the standards of the rest of North America, but quite nice. The hotel I was at, or the resort I was at, had a lot of partying. Like, they had this massive structure in the middle of it. There was like 2 or 3 hotels that fed into this thing. And it was basically just this massive club. And I just didn't ever go in that thing. But that's where the majority of people were going. They were like stumbling in, barely on their feet from how drunk they were. So I was a bit of the hotel weirdo, you know? Yeah. But, you know, I mean, my parents are there too, so they obviously aren't into that either, being 60, so. And it was nice. I met some people from all around the world. A lot of people from California, admittedly, and quite a few new Slavic immigrants. You know, you don't see it as much here, but the, you know, Ukraine-Russia war has brought in a lot of Russian, Ukrainian people to America in particular. I mean, the people I met were mostly from Ukraine, but I met Russian people too, you know. Young men who don't want the possibility of being drafted, or met people whose economic prospects have simply declined. People who just don't particularly like the political situation too. You know, around freedom of speech not quite being there and whatnot. I've met all sorts of those people before online, to be fair, because, you know, I play Counter-Strike. There's a lot of Russians that do, and I have talked to those people in the past, but I never met them in real life for the most part, so it was quite interesting to talk to them. It's quite fun. But that was the extent of it for me. Here's the start of yeah, I think Putin forgot that the USSR is gone, you know. He wants to bring it back. Not economically, but territory-wise, you know. I think Putin's got a little bit too nostalgic for his own good. Someone's got to hit him on the head and tell him that it's over, buddy. It's been over for a while. But you didn't get the memo. Oh, yeah, I mean... He does, obviously. I mean, if you even see... If you even, like, followed the... If you followed the religious movements in Russia as of late, you will realize how thoroughly appropriate that comment is. He really does want to bring the Tsar back. It really does. I mean, Russia's, you know, Orthodox religion is very much entwined with the state. Yeah. Yeah, you are right. Like, like, he's trying to bring back a lot of cultural parallels to Tsarist Russia. Which is very weird, because, I mean... I know that Tsarist Russia was the longest lived coherent civilization that ever existed in that region, but still, you know, it's a deeply oppressive, terrible place to live for the vast majority of people. I'm not sure why anybody outside of oligarchs would really want to be a part of a system that remotely resembles it. Of course, nobody alive now was born there, and nobody remembers it, but come on. It's odd. Very odd. Let's see what we can do here. And we're still training some Spartan hoplites. I think Russia has its days. What do you mean by that? That Russia's going downhill? I mean, in some ways, it very evidently is. But, in any case. Of course it has, yeah. I mean, isn't it more or less designed to? Jeez. When you look at the entirety of Russia, it's like, why is this a singular state? I mean, you can only explain it by saying, yeah, it was a successful project of colonialism and, you know, territorial expansion from the medieval ages into the early modern period, but the fact that this has been held together for so long is, for once, amazing, but two, I think it dooms Russia to having vast inefficiencies and just a lot of problems for the people living there repeatedly over and over and over again. I mean, yeah, Marx would laugh. Russia was... I mean, like, the situation there, frankly, which is not conducive to a Marxist revolution according to his own theories, right? It wasn't nearly industrialized enough. And I think it also kind of shows during the revolution, too. I mean, the pushback against it from the peasants was massive. Massive, because, like, collectivism doesn't really... It doesn't really, like, resonate with the peasant class all that well, right?
For the Senate's part, be welcome.
Man, I can get an non-aggression pact of Rome right now, which would be phenomenal. I mean, most peasants have a rather entrepreneurial mentality, right? I don't think that many peasants like the idea of, like, collective farming and the like. And you've seen that repeated, right? In China, in Ukraine, and of course during the revolution itself. I mean, there was so many peasant uprisings.
One that I hope you will not regret in days to come.
I don't think it was really the best place for a Marxist revolution. I just think it was the place where it happened because of just how incompetent the last Tsar was, how competent Lenin was. I mean, the peasants definitely did not want... Leave the peasants alone. I mean, look, man, the peasants didn't want to be part of his Marxist system. It's very evident, right? Like, they just wanted to be left alone. They didn't want to have the majority of their, you know, of their crops confiscated all the time. It was not a good system for them. That's undeniable. Even if one does agree with socialist rhetoric or likes Marxism or whatnot, one cannot say that Marxism has been particularly beneficial to agricultural people. I mean, one of the most interesting things to me is one of the few, like, Stalin did fuck it up too, but it didn't work in Stalinist USSR. It didn't work in Maoist China. The only place where collective farming has worked very effectively has actually been in Israel, from what I understand. There could be other examples I'm omitting just because I don't know about them, but, like, you know, the kibbutz system in Israel... Wait, what? Why have these... Why did my guest hoplite stop training? What the heck? Or... I'm only up to 15. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we have 11 hoplites. We really don't need any more. I think now we can go and train these Spartan youths. I really like Spartan youths. Really do like Spartan youths. Kropkin has a good review on it. The kibbutz system?
Ready for battle.
I mean, I think the reason why the kibbutz system has been very effective, again, just my opinion, right? My opinion here. It's a non-expert. Is that the people in the kibbutzes are very, 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 like, overwhelmingly people from foreign countries who immigrated to Israel, but they lived in cities there. So they never had the freedom that the farming lifestyle afforded, you know, peasants who were used to, you know, an open market capitalist system. They never had that. They didn't have to give anything up. They only gained from collective farming. If you use people who aren't farmers, you know, who have been passing down this land for generations, but I think collective farming works pretty well. The problem is bringing a free farming system to a collective farming system doesn't quite work, you know? Doesn't quite work. People don't like to lose, but on whose land? we don't have to talk about that. I'm just saying in theory, if you're looking at a system that was successful, you know, I think that is the primary reason why the kibbutz system has been successful. Because from what I understand, they do have a very socialist lifestyle there. Like, the people there, they don't get paid in cash. You know, from what my dad told me, they don't even carry money there for the most part. So, you know, like, I'm not here trying to be controversial or anything. I'm just talking about collective farming, you know? The kibbutz system is an example of a socialized farming community. Maybe not as hardcore as like Maoist China tried to be, but it is, you know? I mean, yeah, it can't be as hardcore as Stalinist, you know, USSR, Maoist China. And, like, the reason why it was so hardcore was entirely because they were trying to control the crap out of people. It had nothing to do with building a, you know, workers' utopia. It had everything to do with just keeping the, you know, Communist Party safe. But, yeah. So, I think the point stands, though. I think the point stands. But what have you been reading about? What have you been exploring as of late, Rumi? Or Vagabond, I should say. Please stick to the internet aliases as it is. Always curious what people are doing. Das Kapital! Haven't you read it before? Or is this a reread? Or what's going on there? I assume that somebody with such a political inclination such as yourself has probably already read it prior to this year. Lots of other works. Okay. Interesting. So what I'm gonna do here...
Welcome here.
Okay, we've already broken these treaties. You have to go back? Fair enough, yeah.
At your command.
But, okay. Can't understand it in one read, eh? It's a complicated one. I think I am going to do it. I'm going to declare war upon the Athenians! I'm outnumbered 2-1. So it's not going to be an easy fight by any means, but it will prevail, boys, for we are the Spartans. And Spartans cannot lose in battle against these petulant, bookish Athenian nerds. Could not lose against such scum, such pathetic men. It's my best impression of a hyper-masculine Spartan. Yeah, I expected them to attack me. You see, like, the AI always attacks if it thinks it has a massive advantage. I mean, look at this, boys. I'm just gonna kind of analyze this situation we have here. When it comes to the 1v1, our army versus theirs, we do have a slightly better skirmish, because these Rhodians are worth their weight in gold, and these Athenian Peltis aren't very good at all. Obviously, the Athenians have better cavalry, as we only have these mercenary Tarentines. But we have better hoplites. Like, they have more. They have more, especially with this garrison. But these are all, like, crappy hoplites. And these hoplites, they're worse than my Spartans. So what I'm going to have to do is negate his cavalry. Hard counter to cavalry. Kill his javelins as quickly as I can on my slingers. And then just try to win the infantry engagement decisively. Just make sure that we get very good engagements with the infantry and crush the enemy under heel. The other thing is that he doesn't really have anything in the ways of melee infantry. Like, these phalanxes, they fight in these tight, you know, spear wall formations, so they can't maneuver easily. My Spartan youths, these four beautiful light spearmen who are excellent fighters, like, they aren't armored, but these guys have been training from the youngest of ages in the art of war. And these guys will absolutely crush the enemies along the flanks and all that. Right, so these guys are gonna be my maneuverability and my flank guards. So what I'm gonna do here is very simple. Spartan youths on the flanks. These guys will have to throw back enemy cavalry. They're very good against cavalry, by the way. My guest hoplites are going to make my front line. These guys are incredible. They will annihilate most of the Athenian hoplite line, with the exception of their best veterans. And it's going to go deep dive into USSR and how it worked in life. I've been doing a little bit of stuff on the USSR in my history courses, actually. This semester, I took a history of China class. And it was so random, like how it came up with my idea for my final essay. But I was watching this documentary on the Russian Civil War, and I heard that a bunch of people from the Russian north, right, like the people in Siberia who are pro-Tsarist, they ran away to Manchuria and they permanently resettled there. So I was like, hey, what happened to these guys? So then I just went into this deep dive on this, you know, community of like almost 200,000 Russians living in northern China who deeply affected Soviet-Russian relations, and like every single part of her life just taught me so much about, you know, Stalinist era diplomacy, the purges, how the economy worked. It was so interesting to learn through, you know, the experience of this like weird random minority group that honestly I didn't even know existed prior to the semester. So it was interesting. It's very interesting. It's a cool essay to write. I mean, most people, they did not, things did not end well for them. That's all I can say. Things did not end well to them. Either way, whether they stayed, went back to Russia, the only way it could have ended well is that a lot of people did end up like moving to America and like during the interwar period, but the exception of those folk, yeah, things ended very bloodily. In any case, you can see here, the enemy Rhodian slingers have opened fire upon some of my hoplites, and I mean, if we're gonna shoot at anybody, shoot at these highly armored men in a dense formation. That works just fine for me. And yeah, I'll have these slingers just focus fire upon the enemy javelin men. We should be able to send them running very quickly, because these Greek javelin men, actually they have shields. I didn't expect them to. Greek javelin men, sort of same units, but these guys, I guess some people have shields, some don't. Oh yeah, okay, so some people have shields, some don't. It's kind of random. You know, either a person brought their own shield to the fight or they didn't. Well, okay, let's go ahead and try to engage some of this cavalry.
Our general is under attack.
I mean, this has gone pretty well so far. We have thoroughly damaged one of these javelin men. We've almost killed them. My Tarentine cavalry is gonna go and... What the... Oops, sorry. No, that's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. These Tarentines can go ahead and engage the enemy Tarentines. I want these Spartan youths to kind of like reform here. We'll have these Spartan youths try to catch this Greek cavalry again. We're just playing anti-cavalry here. We're playing as anti-cavalry as we can. Ah, crap, I messed up there. I let my Tarentines get charged. That's a huge L for me. Humongous L, but you know what? I have no choice. I just need to go and fight these guys. The good thing is that one unit of Spartan youths is engaging the Greek light cavalry, and these guys are not going to last very long. Again, these Spartan youths have a 16 bonus versus cavalry. A 16 bonus versus cavalry, boys. I mean, that's really big. Presidente! Hola! I don't know why I call you Presidente. It's just fun, bro. I'm like, this guy's not even Mexican. Why do I call him Presidente? You made your mom play. You coerced your mom? You forced a game down our throats? How dare you? How terrible. The scenes. You know, I mean, Portal 2. Portal 2, right? Postal or Portal? I know Portal 2. I assumed that you were like... That you were just, you just had a typo there. Postal? I don't know Postal 2. What's your objective there? Create as many divorces as possible? Beg as many housewives as possible? Not gonna lie, kinda. Yeah, I see this like one of those joke games, right? Wait, what's going on here? Okay, we routed. Oh man. Bro, the enemy hoplites are getting actually destroyed. Look at all of these hoplites running from the field. I didn't even like, I thought this engagement would last like a couple minutes at least with hoplites, but holy crap. Holy poop. Holy moly guacamole. I mean, the only problem is that we aren't chasing these guys. I mean, that's like the other thing about a lot of hoplite engagements, right? Wait, I'm only down to one cavalry unit? Hold up. Why? Why only one? But I was just saying, that's a problem with a lot of hoplite engagements. You often won't completely kill the enemy units because they kind of just clash. One side starts getting the better of the other in an obvious way, and then the side that's losing just runs because they just don't want to die. It's very rare, but spear walls hold on for like the whole day, you know? Should play, it's fun as fuck. Bro, you're trying to get me to play a new game. Trying to get me to play games. Told you, I only play 2 games. I have no creativity. Only the ability to play 2 games. It is an affliction I have. If I play any other game, I combust. I burst into flames. I mean, you can see here, the Spartan Athenian garrison is already starting to crumble, and they have yet to even fight my Spartans. The reputation clearly precedes it, and I'm just gonna charge my general straight into them. I don't even care if my general is in a wall. I'm just going for it. That's quite the description. Now this flank here, we're just smacking them with my homioi, right? These are the real warrior classes of Spartans. Generals crashing into them, my Spartan youths are crashing in. We did after the fight, yeah, of course. Dude, this is intense. This is, I mean, if I can capture Athens here, it basically makes my campaign, you know? This is the capital of Greece. This is the most important city in the land. I'll be able to trade by sea if I capture this. I'll be vastly more wealthy. It's such an important battle. But yeah, so we've gotten our guest hoplites in for spear walls. You can see just how difficult it would be to assault such a formation. Athenian spear walls, they're disjointed. They're disjointed. You know what? I don't think we need our boys to be in spear wall on this side because we've already engaged the fronts of the enemy. So we just bring our cavalry in to periodically hit their rear. On this side, this one Greek militia is thoroughly surrounded. This unit's gonna get overloaded. You know, if there's too much weight pushing in on your wall, you're not going to be able to hold on. It's going to be like the most difficult game of tug-of-war you've ever played. And yeah, it looks like these Athenians are just going to crumble. You know, too many of them have ran from the field. They know the game's over. And I'll chase for just a brief moment. You know, the more men I kill here in this hunt, the less men I'm going to have to face in Athens itself. Each man I slaughter won't be able to man the walls. Each man I kill won't be able to defend their fellow citizens. And of course, it's great experience for my Spartans, many of which who have not been thoroughly bloodied before this battle. You know, obviously I want my men to be experienced so they can better fare against troops in the future. But I figured this is enough. A good victory for Sparta. Good victory for Sparta indeed. I mean, I'm quite happy with that one, boys. I'm quite happy. You can see here a lot of my troops have gained experience, especially my youths. They're no longer youths now. They're men. And Athens has been knocked down a peg. And we also only lost 373 troops. We lost 2,500. A big win, boys. We just held that good. We held against their cavalry. That was the thing. Their cavalry could have shifted our hoplite fight, but because their cavalry got stuck on my flanks, these hoplites were able to smash the center. What? Wait, did you? What the? I didn't even see that happen, bro. My auto mod came on a little late. But yeah, I guess I'll just release these captives so I can obtain a little bit of money, you know? Get some income there. Get some income ransoming some Greek boys back to their families, you know? Of course, the Spartans probably scoff at such effeminate behavior. They probably think to themselves, oh, you know, just die. Just die in a battle. Why would you possibly want a failure back in your home? It brings disgrace. It disgraces your family. Yeah, Twitch is interesting. I mean, I think that they just know that if they don't allow soft porn on like Twitch, that they're just not going to be able to they're not going to be able to attract 13-year-olds to watch streams anymore. I don't even see anything wrong with, you know, female streamers that take advantage of their looks, but yeah, it is weird. It is weird what they allow and what they don't. That's for sure. Let's see. Is there any way to buff? I mean, there's no way to like buff spear units in particular. You gotta get them addicted to corn. Exactly. Corn in particular, right? Let's go for plus 10 ammunition. Wait, is that only javelins? Or is that plus 10 in general? Yeah, all missile units. Cool. So it had a picture of javelins that stood out for me, so... But it was only javelins for a moment. I mean... I think that we can... If we play this battle, we can definitely have fewer casualties than it says there. So I suppose that we'll do that. Where is the other Athenian army? Because I know Athens had a secondary army, yeah? I don't know. Athens did have two armies. I assume one is probably roving around here in the Balkans. We should just take Athens quickly. We should just take Athens quickly, because that'll allow... That'll start the deterioration of the other army very quickly. Yeah, it is weird. It is very, very weird. I mean, like, both are bad in their own ways, but to be so open with one and so at least vocally against the other is odd. Honestly, Bro, it's in my Twitch description. You know how like there was a link there but no longer worked? It works now. That's all it is. But it's like a fresh server because the old server was deleted. So there aren't a lot of people in there right now. It's only you if you join me and Jellison right now. But we'll get more people over time. It'll grow. It'll grow once people realize that you can shitpost there. And I promise I won't ever delete this one. I deeply regret deleting the last one. You don't see the link? Are you on a computer or on... Because there should be like... Did you really update it? Phone. Oh, it's because you're on phone. Okay. I pause the game and I send a link in my chat. Give me 1 second. Yeah, when you're on phone, for some reason, the only social link you can see is my Dono link. I don't even know why I have that there, because I don't think anybody is gonna donate on there anyway. But when you're on my computer, you can see all of my links, which includes my YouTube and my Discord. Let me copy it. Yeah, when you're on phone, it just doesn't show. But there's the link, my dude. And anybody is free to join. It's a Discord for ship posting, historical discussions, chatting, whatever you guys want to do. Not intensely moderated. I mean, I don't have a steady stream of income from anything. My entire streaming career has yielded me a total of $50 of revenue, and I've been doing it for years. But I do it for fun, so I don't care. I have a job. It's not like I'm, dependent on this income in the slightest. I don't even care about it. But also, like, I've gotten into YouTube recently because I fully expect that platform to just be more conducive to, like, actually growing my content, you know? But in any case, you know what? I'm not even gonna bother with starting to shoot. I mean, that is a way better deal for sure. Like... And, like, yeah, it seems better in pretty much every single possible way, if anything. I mean, look, if this ship pulls out here, I'll attack these guys on my cavalry. But yeah, hoplites, we're getting close. We haven't lost a single guy yet to the enemy missile barrage, which is nice. I mean, they're just shooting. I think quite a few of these things aren't hitting my hoplites directly. I think that they're hitting these ladders quite often, which is good. Particularly happy that they're wasting javelins here, since the javelin men don't quite have the most ammunition. But we'll see. We'll see if the enemy actually, like, takes their men off the walls, because right now they should be running these missile units away from the walls. Like, these guys cannot handle fighting guest hoplites on foot, you know, man to man. They're not going to be able to do that. Let's see. We're starting to climb here. At least one unit is. The second one is beginning their ascent. Come on, boys. Scale the ladders quicker. First to the top gets a grass crown. Fuck, I almost stuttered there. Grass crown. It's actually what the Romans did in the Republican period. If you're first up on the walls, you'd get a grass crown. I assume that first on the walls typically didn't live long enough to enjoy their grass crown, though. There we have it, boys. We're up and over. Start the slaughter of the enemy skirmishers. Maggie's Apheidiads pay. For resistance against Sparta is futile. We'll send more guest hoplites. Right, these foreigners that we trained in the old ways of Sparta. Crown of Blades. Yeah, it's kind of cool, isn't it? I mean, look, my hoplites are at the top. We're just killing these lightly armed skirmishers. I mean, what chance do we possibly have against Spartans? Let's go and just give you a nice cinematic here. Well, actually, gotta make sure that my boys are actually attacking here. Let's see here. Most of the men on the top are just skirmishers who honestly should have run away quicker. Now they're being slaughtered for their bravery. Up on the top here, the enemy was sending Athenian infantry, which are just like a light spear unit. You can have me on Steam. I'll send you a link after battle. Particular Spartan is fighting with a dagger. Oh! Got him right in the Achilles. Oh my god, that was a kill. I know why that Spartan was fighting with a dagger. He's immensely skilled with the weapon. I can see where there's a Greek archer running away here. There's a bunch of archers on this side, actually. I'm gonna go send one hoplite to go help out here. Send over Discord, because like everyone can see, you might get spam. Wait, did you see I put my Discord link in the chat? Bro, I don't care if like 1,000 people join that server. It's all good. Besides, you're my only viewer right now, so it's really not a big deal. But did you see the link, or did it not pop up for you? I did send it. Oh, Steve. Oh yeah. That's good. I'll send you it. Don't worry. I'll DM you my Steam link in the Discord. Okay, don't see a lot of skirmishers on the ground. Probably because we just killed the vast majority of them. It's only this Tarantide, which I know from first-hand experience that they don't have the most ammunition. So, you know, it's okay if I sit my hoplites here and take some shots. I don't exactly like to take this type of ammo, but it's worth it. I am killing Greek archers here. Steadily, I might add. So it's okay if these Tarantines can go throw their missiles. They'll run out eventually. Only thing I can say for sure is that these Spartans can go ahead and form up on the walls now. We've captured a quite vast part of the walls, and I wish to form. I mean, dude, these kill animations are so cool. Like, it's the one thing I really do like about city battles, is watching the units brawl here. And you know, they have city battles go so slowly that it's like, you know, you could just watch, zoom in without fearing the enemy all too much. Of course, these archers are still continuing to fire, and there ain't much I can really do about it right now. Are these guys shooting? No. Finally, these archers are starting to waver, which I should be. They are getting pretty thoroughly manhandled. Like, these archers have horrible stats in melee. 3 melee attack and 1 melee defense. The only reason why they're lasting as long as they are is because hoplites don't hit that hard in the attack. They're a very defensive unit. You know, they're very good at defending. Man, these archers, they were about to rout, but they had a sudden burst of motivation for some reason. I don't know, I mean, I could send like one hoplite down here to go engage these guys. It's just, the enemy does have a pretty strong group of hoplites built up down here. Now I'm thinking about maybe sending my slingers up on the walls. We can go and start bombarding the enemy with our arrows. You know, we can return the favor for all of the crap we've been getting this battle. These stupid Athenian archers, they're just continuing to hold I mean, on the bright side, it's not like we're losing any men. Athenians are just continuing the bleed here. Finally, the routes. Now we should be able to slaughter them. Yeah, I mean, there's nowhere they can even really run. All they can really do is die stoically. And perfect. My men are down on the ground. I mean, I feel like Patreon simply makes more money. However, I don't know. If people start using coffee, then Patreon might go out of business. Who knows? I mean, yeah, Patreon basically just keeps on printing money, no? So, like, Patreon makes a crap load of money. Coffee is catching up. Well, I could see why. For what they're offering, makes perfect sense why coffee is catching up. Oh, here we go. Enemy has the Greek slingers are now have replaced the archers in melee combat, and my hoplites are gonna once again be slowly tearing this unit to pieces. What about my crap, dude? My hoplites down here are not doing well. And we just got another hoplite to come down. There's really nothing else I can do other than try to help my boys out here. I mean, yeah, this hoplites, if you're just, I mean, they're coming in, the enemy's coming in from the flank too. That's a problem. I mean, this hoplites now are gonna do some damage. Crap. It's not good. Start getting these guys up here. I mean, then that's great. The creator wins. Competition. Okay, as long as my men aren't wavering, we still have a chance here, but just engaging in this hoplite battle is so task. Oh, no wonder! My men aren't even in hoplite formation! It's the other problem, like, getting... Ah, fuck. This is hard, man. Like, one of the reasons why I don't play a lot of siege battles is because getting hoplites down... 20-second ad. Hey, I better be happy about it. I very intentionally have a small amount of ads on my stream. Alright? Very deliberately. I could have way more if I wanted to. But I don't. So I would just be screwing people over for watching me. Crap. Yeah, we just lost like 3 hoplite units. That's huge. It's just ironic. It is, yeah. You're talking about capitalism and then that shit happens. Crap, crap. Go back, go back, go back. Up on the walls, up on the walls. You're not safe here. Good, here we go. There's a clip, not gonna lie. Yeah, it's funny, bro. Okay, my strategy now, like, I did just lose a lot of hoplites. That really sucked for me, but, things are gonna improve for me quite a bit now. Just look at these slingers, right? They're up right at the top here. And suddenly the Athenians cannot exist here for free. They can't. Now they're gonna be taking immense amounts of missile damage. Alright, see you in 10. I mean, it's not going to start killing them immediately because these are hoplites, right? Athenians have good shields. They can help each other out by cowering behind shields together. This isn't going to impact them immediately, but... Oh! What the?
Back for glory! Orders! Hold! Fire Sparta!
Our men
What the?
flee the field of battle.
Why?
This is a shameful display. Our general is under attack.
Why is this guy breaking?
Fire Sparta! Spartans! By your command!
I do not understand
Spartans!
what is going on with my morale.
General!
By your command!
But you know what? If these Athenians want to fight on the walls, give them a fight on the walls. Sure, we're losing a lot of men, but it is what it is. Up on the walls, I think that my Spartan hoplites are better. And I know what they are. We're bloody Spartans after all. It's hard to follow what's going on in this chaos though, whether it's us being killed or them. But oh, I think it's certainly them. You can see this Greek hoplite, they've routed. Meanwhile, the slingers have gotten the occasional kill. They don't like that my men have been routing, but it is what it is.
By your command! Pikes ready!
Perfect, another Athenian hoplite breaks.
Missile infantry and
So we lost a Rhodian. We lost a Rhodian and a guest hoplite. Why is this?
on my order!
Why?
Flee the field.
We didn't lose anyone. It just said formation breached. I don't get it. What's going on, bro? My men are just cowards.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I do not understand. The funniest thing is that these guys who are routing were not even really dying. We're just standing around. Meanwhile, the Athenians are like kind of coming back. It's such a derpy battle.
Pikes at the ready! Orders!
I mean, it would be nice if some of these units could like possibly come back, you know? Would be nice, but whenever a Greek militia runs up, they get shattered. That's nice.
An entire unit has perished.
Another Athenian hoplites running up, and they also get destroyed. And I don't know if the enemy is content to just kind of slowly feed their men up into me on the walls. I don't see any need not to just slaughter their hoplites this way. I mean, why wouldn't I, right? Okay, there's another Athenian hoplite up on those walls. They're shaken already. They're surrounded, so that means that their defensive stats are just going to be lowered. We're putting our perioikoi up on the walls at the same time. For here we have our guest hoplites that are going up against Greek militia. I mean, there's only one way this could end. It's in their name, Greek militia. They're not going to be the best trained troops.
Battle is turning in our favor.
There we have it. Athenian hoplites up here, they already break. Goodbye, Athenian hoplites. You will not be missed by me, but you will certainly be missed by the people of Athens who were relying on you guys for defense.
We await your command.
Well, I think that it's time for my men to come off of the walls and into the city. I mean, look, these Greek, like, archers aren't in particularly phenomenal shape, so... Okay, also, yeah, this, like, Tarentine cavalry isn't gonna do great in long-term melee against hoplites anyway, so... It will rout these guys. The Spartan guest hoplite should be able to charge it into flank, and then that'll finish those. Nice. Okay, we have this unit. It's running after archers. They're not going to catch them. That's for sure. Let's see what's Athenian Marines. A sword unit. Small sword unit. You know what? These guys can go ahead and engage these dudes. We're just going to have to just charge our men into these Athenian hoplites. I mean, we can surround them at least. Nice. Yeah, the Athenian hoplite's gonna immediately start losing men. Nice! Okay, that is a humongous rout. If we could just surround these guys and kill them, that'll be great. And then we just send our blob of Spartans straight into this Athenian marine. It's only 60 of them, and they're not, you know, they're not the world's best fighters. They're pretty solid unit, but they'll get overwhelmed quite promptly. And you can see, yep, Athenian mass routs beginning. A very, very difficult battle. I could see why the game wanted me to lose like 60% or whatever, and we lost a couple of guest hoplites, which is terrible, and my Rhodian slingers got destroyed. I don't even understand why they just suddenly routed. I think it was just general chaos on the field of battle. They just got scared or something, but I don't know. I am very like. I mean, it could have gone better. That's all I could say. Siege battles are very hard in DEI to properly do, and I most definitely don't know how to just yet. But whatever, a win is a win. I mean, I was considering looting, but I think I'll just occupy. I have enough money in reserve anyways. It's not a necessity for me to do... It's not a necessity for me to loot it. I'm not desperate for money. You know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and erase this for now. We don't need that extra army currently. Just need the one. You can get the upgrades, and well, there you have it. I mean, honestly, I wanted this. I wanted this particular building. I don't need that.
At your command.
You can go for a third Rhodian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Come, fight with us.
You can just go get some more guest hoplites. It's alright. And, well, Athens is ours. That's phenomenal. I mean, I know that Macedon and I are technically at war now, but I think Macedon is about to disappear very soon. I mean, look at that huge Tillus army. And look at that puny Macedonian army. We also now have the ability to trade, which is nice. Honestly, I should have exercised that ability this turn. A little bit of an omission for me not to, but it's okay. We'll go and make some agreements right now. Now, I'm happy that we have a non-aggression pact of Rome. For the last couple of times I've attempted this campaign, Rome has always kind of ruined my plans. If we can get a trade agreement, that would double the agreements I have with them and give me further opportunity to maybe stay out of her way, because that's what I want to do. I don't want to fight Rome anytime soon. Maybe in the future, but definitely not anytime soon. We countered some Pontic pirates. Not all too important.
Greetings.
Alright, let's go ahead and see whom we can trade with.
Salutations. And
The Romans aren't too interested. Is anybody interested in trading?
You would not sell
I
much.
mean, it's not like
Be welcome.
we're particularly hated or
Flapping
anything.
tongue that speaks without wisdom is not welcome. Be like
Okay, I mean, we can trade with the Distrians.
disagreement.
That's a beginning. That's something.
I'm the ears of
Maybe in the future, some of these factions will warm up to the idea of trade with me. I know we could get this thing, but I just don't think a military field's all that useful. I mean, the sanitation building is pretty powerful, not gonna lie. But I don't know if we should go for that. Well, let's go for an Agora and figure out what to build based off that. It's my idea. Not super creative, but it's what I got. See, Athens doesn't really give you a whole lot of unique units to recruit as Sparta. Really not a whole lot, but ain't much you can really do about it. Oh, Macedon recovers? If you don't lose? I thought that they were dead for sure.
Greetings.
Well, it's okay. It's not that bad. Like, you can see that their primary army is completely in shambles right now. But let's see where Athens is. I mean, it's already been a couple of turns since we've taken their capital, and surely the Athenians are in disrepair currently. Surely they are. Far away from their philosophers, they can't hold their army together. You know, disunity is the sole cause of her destruction. Hey, welcome back, dude. Yeah, I just got another shot of the COVID vaccine and another shot of the flu vaccine, and yeah, I'm starting to feel a little tired here. It's starting to hit. I always feel super fatigued the day I got this shit. I think I'll only last a couple more turns and I'll microchip. Exactly. Gotta get those microchips, eh? Exactly. Concealed army? What? I haven't seen any concealed army. Oh, Verdifidians. Oh, man, okay. Yeah, very screwed. Look at how thoroughly their army has decayed. I mean, with the exception of a couple of mercenaries, they're basically gone. They're basically gone. Well, at least I'm still at 1,000 homie. That's actually pretty good. And Athens has a reasonable amount, too. We're not in bad shape. No, we're not in bad shape at all. Army's recovering well. Now, I'm not entirely sure what the best next steps are. Being at war with Macedon does somewhat complicate things, because I could genuinely try to take Athens. Like, it's a possibility. And Macedonian armies are very strong. You know, they have trouble keeping enough men in the field, just because they're usually surrounded by hungry factions, but they do have very good armies, so... And I would say better armies than Sparta, so I do have to be very careful about what they're going to do here. I want to take Crete next. Like, that's my plan. I need to make a navy to do that, so that'll take a turn. It looks like Athens is pretty much out. Like, that army's not going to be able to even retake against a garrison, let alone my actual army. Let's see what happens. Colchis is gone. Yeah, I mean, look at these guys. The army's just disintegrating around their commander. No chance of victory. None whatsoever. Population's actually going down. Okay, what I hope I could do is just get peace with Macedon.
Greetings in the name of Hermes. Speak, but do not deceive with tricky rhetoric, false logic.
I mean, if I give all my money, it's only my rich hands, and I have to destitute myself. It's not very good. But what about Macedon's enemies? I mean, Macedon's gonna have trouble soon. It's not like Macedon has an easy time of it. Not at all, actually.
At once. Advance. March.
I don't know why I can't patrol the region. I don't know what that is, but next turn I'm sure it'll turn back on. Next turn I'll create the Great Spartan Navy. Was this comedian funny? I assume not really, yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I don't know how progressive comedy is even like a thing.
The bravery of men, not words, is all that is between
Funny.
us now.
That sounds cringe. Yeah, I've been. That's just cringe, bro. That's just cringe. A lot of comedians are cringe as hell. I've seen some very unfunny comedy in my time. Very unfunny comedy.
At your command.
Alright, like, what could we do here? I don't want to be at war with Macedon. I would very much like to not be at war with Macedon. Very much like to trade with other factions, but nobody appears to wish to trade with me.
Find the ears of divine.
What the?
Welcome,
Really?
worthy guest.
No way that
I
happened,
trust you
dude.
bring words that will enhance the honor of your people.
Like, did you watch this person knowing that they were super duper cringe, or...
Welcome.
Ready for battle. At once. Ready for orders. Advance.
Dang, that's ridiculous. Oh boy. That's insane. Okay, well, I just moved my army. Ah, yeah. Wasted non-aggression pact. See, are the Aetolians going to try to challenge me in the field? I mean, I'd welcome it. Yeah, I didn't realize this is something that you actually clap for, because it's not. Yeah, well, what could you say? I'm surprised these people like get paid and make money off of this. It's cringe. It's super cringe. Well, doesn't look like... Oh, look at that. You see? The Aetolians are trying to, like, bypass me. I mean, is Athens, like, has this garrison recovered? Not in totality, just a little bit. Yeah. I mean, I think that this is like the best commercial building though. Increases squalor and reduces public order. Sounds about right. This increases just food. Yeah, I'll just go for this. Why not?
Ready for battle. For the gods. Fall back. Ready for orders. I'm afraid we cannot.
I'm gonna try to sabotage this army. Oh!
I have seen.
Ready for battle.
It's just gonna be such a cringe battle. I hate defensive battles so much. But on the other hand, the other side is kind of short of hoplites. I have more hoplites than him. Ah, play this. Whatever. Alright, boys, here's the plan. I smash this army decisively, taking few casualties in return. Then I go and I take their one settlement, destroying the faction, and I'll turn it into a military ally. That's what I'm gonna do. Turn it into a military ally. It's gonna create a buffer zone between me and the Romans and the Macedonians. And then I can go and take Crete. I do not want to take Macedon, bro. I don't. Don't want to be involved with that crap. Don't want to be on a frontier with some barbarians and Dacians and Germans and Gauls. I'm close to the Romans too. I don't want that. Nobody wants that, in fact. I can guarantee that. Nobody does. Send some Periodicoi here. We need 3 hoplites for each flank. So we'll send an additional hoplite. You know what? We'll send all of my Spartan youths here. And this side just gets confronted by my main hoplite corps. The reason I set my skirmishers to the flanks is so like I can just get some good shots at them. He just expected people to clap because he was queer. That's a good one. That's so dumb. I like how even a crowd of people who like were there to see, or here there to watch him, and you know, probably politically inclined in the same direction, didn't understand it. They're like, wait, what? Why would we? Like, cool, but why would we clap? They're paid to watch it? Are you sure? I didn't know it was paid. And we're just not doing any damage. Like, I mean, okay, we're doing damage, but we're not killing these guys. We killed more Peltas than hoplites. Really? That's cringe. Okay, well, I don't know. We're gonna get into the enemy. We're gonna get hit by the enemy archer towers, but there's really nothing I could do about it. I really want to hit these pikes. These Rhodians do quite a bit of damage typically, so I think it's worth it to be within range of the arrow towers, personally. I think it's worth it. If we could just keep this awesome stream of slingshots going. Nice! You can see there are a couple of these Macedonian mercenary pikes already hitting the ground. It's exactly what we need. Every single pikeman that we kill is a humongous bonus to our cause. It doesn't look like the enemy arrows are doing anything yet, so we can just continue to kill these mercenary pikes. I mean, surely they shouldn't be happy to be targeted by Merodians like this. You guys can rout if you want. Like, I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't hold it against you. I don't think any Spartans would, actually. So our shields are absorbing quite a bit of ammunition. I'm definitely going to be, like, close to out of ammo by the end of this. Probably. I might even run out before I actually destroy this unit. Wait, who am I shooting at? No, man, I mean, I can just get closer here. That's free. Can get closer. I mean, the Aetolians are trying to get their pikes away from this hellish fire. But as they move him, it just creates an even easier target for my men. See, now we're presenting their backs. This is phenomenal. We're like almost out of ammunition as well. I have like buffs on my troops that give him a little bit more ammo, so if it wasn't for those, we would certainly be out of ammunition. But right now, this like frontal part is just open. Oh, we're pushing through. Pushing in, boys. This unit has already expended half of their ammunition and it's done 0 damage. They've gotten 1 kill in total.
One of our units
This is hilariously ineffective. Well, I guess it's just time to engage. Not much else to do. And at least killing some of these archers with our fire. This pike is very heavily damaged too. Yeah, let's just try to confront these guys like this. I mean, it looks like... Come on. Get rid of phalanx, boys! Perfect. These guys, and we can go ahead and push with these guys too. Come on. Get together. Push. I'm liking my positions on this side. This side, not so much. We're attacking the enemy in very bizarre formations. The saddest thing is that there's only one hoplite that's blocking this side. It's just I don't think the Spartan youths can break that hoplite.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Of course, it's very hard for me to maneuver my hoplites properly in this. Oh, nice! Managed to actually break a Thessalian on this flank. And it looks like just in general, this formation is going to be really bad for the enemy. See, but they're kind of getting squeezed in my choke point, which is exactly what I wanted. Jeez, all these javelins and arrows and stuff are just menacing.
Our general is under attack.
Well, we're not doing very well on this flank.
Flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Oh, screw it. We have no choice. We just need to try to hit this guy. I mean, yeah, I mean that's a thing. I'm like, it's COD. What do you expect? It's COD, bro. Doesn't matter who you are, you're gonna get shit on. Like, COD is not a good place to be a human in general. Oh, damn! We're destroying those Thessalians. Hold up. Look at these Thessalians. They're crumbling. We're crumbling under the pressure of my youths. My men, they're passionately assaulting the lines. Oh, man, I knew these Spartan youths were going to be worth their weight in gold. Suddenly, their assault's been halted. The Thessalians, it looks like we're stabilizing. Maybe not. Come on.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful
If
display.
I had a Psycho Scrot, he wanted to... What? What the fuck? Bro, you're very good at finding cringe on the internet. You're a master at it. Holy cow. Well, yeah, I mean... Like, I've had so many people threaten to kill me in real life in, like, CS.
Used all its ammunition.
Believe me. It's not a... I mean, I'm sure it happens more often to chicks, but, like... Like... I have no doubt that this shit happens more often to chicks. Like, that in of itself is a valid point. So I've seen so many chicks get, like, just bullied in CS, like, right away in matches. But, you know. It definitely happens to everyone. Like, competitive shooters is where you don't meet nice people. That's just the truth of it. Yeah, you definitely don't get sexually assaulted in video games. You know, it looks like the Thessalians are crumbling to some extent. And the Spartan youths are coming in clutch on this side, and they should be able to crack these Greek light infantries and definitely this Greek javelin. I don't know how these guys are still standing. Like, my Spartan youth should be absolutely smacking them in this melee. Like, a loose melee between Spartan youths and Greek javelin should be a one-sided affair.
Field of battle. This is a shameful display.
This side, crap. One of my units finally fled after killing like 200 people. Macedonian pikes are still around, even after the vast amounts of damage it did to them early on. Now it's time for my Hippias. These guys are gonna have to go in huge. They've already gotten 45 kills and we haven't lost a single man. The Hippias is going strong. Come on, boys. It looks like a lot of troops from the enemy are just trying to escape.
Spears ready. Attack that position. Hand-green cavalry.
And right now, I just have to wait. I just have to wait here. Like, over here, against my youths, enemy is not going to be able to hold. That's for sure. We can just go ahead and... This is such a weird battle.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I've been...
Our favor.
Yeah, it's like a CS meme too, right? Like, the moment a girl asks for like donations, I drop the gun, she gets like an op. Well, a guy could like beg for an op and he would never get it. So cringe playing these defensive fortification battles, man. I kind of had no choice there. Still, we lost a lot more men than we wanted to. Hope none of our units like fully dissolved. But at least the Aetolian army is thoroughly spent. I mean, look at all those hoplites. They're crushed. some of my units still did pretty well, even though they took a lot of casualties. Man, it's just so awkward assaultless fortifications, man. I mean, that's the way it's supposed to be. But yeah, it's tough. Tough. I never want to do it, but they were like on my land and blocking me from returning back to Athens. There wasn't much I could do other than hit them, and they knew it. Okay, I'm gonna just stay in my territory right here. And next turn, I wipe these guys out. All right. Rip. Rip horny dude that plays Valorant. Yeah, that's cringe. But how did she do, though? She must have been vibing out with all those extra guns, right? She never had to save once. It's a good game for her, I'm sure. I mean, we just play this out now. Play this out, boys. She was second bottom right next to... Extra weapons didn't help, eh? They just didn't help. Well, you should have just like got a voice changer and acted like an e-girl. But you could have gotten those weapons easy, dude. Come on. You gotta work with the system, my dude. Exactly. Gonna be like, hey guys. Anybody, can someone buy me, please? Yeah, just drop me an op.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Yeah, looks like the Aetolians are gonna be able to fully combine their forces here. But it's alright. For I can do the same. And I don't know, hopefully we can get them to attack us. I mean, I'll take the hill advantage, obviously. It'll make things way easier for me. I mean, he's got some cavalry, but he's hoping to use.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. Girls do get bullied in video games pretty often, but, you know. On the other hand, there's really nothing you can do about it. You do just have to, like, mute and move on. I mean, that's really all that there is to say about it, right? Man, I know some people should make it into like a massive social issue or whatever. I don't think getting bullied in video games is as traumatic as like some activists like to paint it as. Like, it's not nice, it's pretty shitty, but like, what can you do? Just not the way but the world works, unfortunately. That's all that one can really truly say about it. But I know on Twitter, I'm sure that people like take it way more seriously, but it can't even really be taken all that seriously. The fans laying down. The Greek hoplites are trying to push through areas of weakness. I don't even know, man. Okay, Alvera. I mean, honestly, the Aetolians are attacking pretty intelligently. They're not pushing at strong points, they're only pushing at weak points. So obviously it makes sense to do. I need to start using some of my troops that are more freed up to do things. I mean, like, my general can push through the center here. This Perioikoi can maybe go help fix some areas that are weak. Yeah, okay, yeah, these guys are facing off against archers. Yeah, yeah. If you're doing OnlyFans, what do you expect? Yeah, of course people are gonna be creepy as hell to you. I mean, you're like literally selling them shit that people creep over. Like, it's just an occupational hazard. God damn, this general, I mean, yeah, sure, he's hitting my guys in the back, but he's exposing his rear straight to slingers. I don't know what, like, only one thing could happen from this. And we're Rhodians too, so we're gonna fire very effectively, very, very fast. The entire side of his phalanx is cracking, dude. They've got to turn around or face imminent destruction.
The men are wavering.
Who's wavering? Yeah. Yeah, no wonder. I'd be wavering too. These guys I left out for way too long. I mean, honestly, the Spartan youths did pretty well, all things considering. All things considering, they did pretty dang well. But we did a lot of damage here to this. Nice. Greek hoplites, we're harassing them. Greek citizens, we can go crush. Go send some hoplites running at them. That should murder these Greek citizens pretty quickly. My hoplites are just meeting the enemy in the woods. Phalanx versus phalanx. And I can go rapid flank with some of the more damaged units that I have. Meanwhile, over here, like, my youths are just going to be fighting up against this one Greek hoplite. And the Greek hoplite's solid, but they're not going to like being shot by, by Rhodians here. This is definitely going to suck pretty hard. Boom, there we go. But, oh, hoplites come back for more, eh? Can go ahead and target these guys with the last of my ammo. Merodians have been doing hella damage this battle. Yeah, we can go ahead and send some Spartan youths streaming their way. But this unit's already so damaged that I pretty much expect my youths to be able to beat them. Even with a somewhat frontal assault and oh! Wait, this is going well. Phillips. Should not have pressed the phalanx button. And well, there we go. Good win for us. Bad loss for the Aetolians, who are now basically out of troops. I mean, honestly, a pretty useful victory. For now, our settlement's undefended. We can go take it. And there we have it. I mean, this settlement's got nothing in it. And we will liberate it.
Greetings,
These guys are in an obligatory military alliance with us. And
we are not known as.
Yeah, I can go for a pretty cheap peace treaty. I don't mind.
Greetings, friend foreigner.
Let's go and get some more trade agreements now.
I welcome you on
the Romans probably want to kill me, so
be welcome.
No trade agreement is possible with them.
Greetings to you.
Galatians are not going to be around for too long anyways, so I don't expect them to be. And, well, there we have it. With that victory complete, and we can go ahead and get some more money with this particular boost. Ooh. Some more upgrades available for us. Let's see, foreign battles, and then defenses. Defensive stuff's good. Increase your campaign movement speed's also quite useful. We can now focus entirely upon Greece itself, right? I mean, look, we have Athens, right? We've made progress, and now Larissa is our military ally. We're going to shill for us, so that's great as well. Now we got to go ahead and investigate what's happening over here with Crete. Let's go take a look, shall we? Go send our spy all the way over there. And I mean, it's great that we have a couple of trade agreements fresh off the press as well. And also, our income's pretty solid. 2,200 is a good number to have right now. So our Navy's probably going to set us back around like 500, and then we'll just have enough for a defensive army. Because what I want to do is have a Navy, so we can obviously like attack Crete, right? Because we need a Navy, we need supply ships. It's all very obvious for DEI. But what I also want to do is have a couple of units just sitting in Hellas, right? A couple of units to deter other factions from attacking. Because if you don't have anything, then, you know, the Macedonians and the Romans, like, somebody is going to get a little bit too interested. And we absolutely don't want that.
The enemy casts a shadow over us all. Which...
No. I mean, look, even if the Macedonians do take Larissa, I can't say I particularly care. The Macedonians would be lucky to even, like, escape the wrath of the Adricians, though. To be honest, like, Adricia is a more powerful faction than them at this point. And the Romans probably aren't too fond of the Macedonians either. I doubt that they're going to even end up attacking us. What the... Yeah, see? Like, yeah, the Macedonians aren't taking Larissa. They are absolutely screwed. Let's get rid of these guys. Let's see what's going on here. Decent amount of homioi. Alright, what I'll do is start sending my spy out here. Found out about an Academy place that was streaming. Did he stream snipe, dude? Don't tell me you sniped the heck out of him. Nah, you must have sniped. There's no way that my boy could resist sniping. Dude, this is the longest I've gone with Sparta without being at war with Rome. This is awesome. Like, not having to face the strongest faction in the game with one of the weaker ones in early game is amazing. Things turned out just right, I suppose. That or I just jinxed it, and if we're going to be at war next turn. Let's see. Trade agreement? Nah. Maybe you guys can, like, surrender your lands so you don't have to die by our spears, but I certainly won't offer a trade agreement. Yapella is about to lose. Like, there's no way Macedon's gonna survive the Idrisians and Tellus like that. There's no way. Nice. Okay, now we can get the next level of town. The only problem is that we don't really have any farmland, so I don't think that we can do this until... Oh. Okay, buddies. Okay. Some pretty serious hoplites here. Ugh, God damn it, they have experience too. How? Who do they fight? Do they have experience? So I have a friend who's making a study of misogyny in video games, but go on. What did the study conclude? I mean, like, okay, none of this is gonna even matter. And this won't help either. We're not getting any units. Different reform level required? What the hell? Oh, it doesn't. Okay, it doesn't block commercial. Yeah, I'd say commercial Athens is probably pretty good.
Commander.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. So you have to do is play like well, and then you're good. That's what you're saying. All you gotta do is just be like sick, and then I mean you're fine. I just want to like make this recruitment go faster, so I'm changing some of my units. Yeah, I was like, I looked at that word, I'm like, huh, you know, I'm just gonna like pretend. I just looked at that word and I'm just like, huh. I'm not even gonna acknowledge it. Someone just used the word uterus carrier, and that's just it. The word was used. Let's see if the Macedonians are done this turn. But they're being attacked by another full stack. I don't even know how the Dricians didn't take Pella. If I had to guess, they sacked it. You don't say women anymore? Huh. Ah, my bad. Yes. Yes, I have committed a great crime. A great error in judgment. A great error. But what I'm thinking, boys, though, is that if this, yes. Damn, dude, you spent a lot of time reading Twitter arguments, eh? maybe it's best to stop. You're clearly exposing yourself to too much mental shit. But why? Why would you care? It's mostly unhappy extremist types that are on Twitter, bro. Trust me. These are people you need to take seriously. And I'm sure you know that. Okay, one more turn and we have 3 more hoplites trained from Athenians, right? We taught them the Spartan ways. Then we'll get another Spartan youth to replace the ones that we merged. It is not hard to get ticked off, that's true. That's why Twitter tends to be a pretty corrosive habit for most people. But it's just so easy to ignore this stuff. So I don't expose myself to it anymore. Like, believe me, man, when I was like a teenager, I used to watch all those like feminist owned compilations and stuff like that. I'd be like, what stupid people, but it's just like, ah. Once you start ignoring it, you realize that no one gives a shit about those people anyway, man. Like, besides the occasional like confrontation you could have on a university campus in say like North America, these people don't have any power anywhere. Just like in Canada, there's this movement to start calling homeless people unhoused because it's more respectful. But it's like you're trying to describe a population of people that are on the streets and for the most part doing drugs and mentally ill. I don't know why changing the word is like even a thing. Like respectful language, what? It's not a situation that calls for respectful language. It's just silly. But I've seen some people get very mad. Yeah, of course I do. I know her.
What do you wish of me?
Let's see. Yeah, I think spying is better. Only changing the movement range though. There ain't much else I can really do. Rip. So she just has to take like the guy approach. Just be like, hey, you, what's up? Can't get in trouble if you do that. Hey, you. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and make my fleet. Prepare it. And yeah, we can go ahead and train this silly thing. But if you're asked the question, like, what gender you are, can't you tell somebody I'm non-binary or gender non-confirming or whatever other labels they have now? Or other. I mean, even if you don't, like, you don't classify yourself as male or female, you could, like, very easily just say that. Or I don't know, maybe Oana should just start asking like, what was your gender assigned at birth to people? Because then like, how could anybody possibly get upset about that? Everybody is assigned a gender at birth. Even if you don't agree with the idea. I mean, then she should just ask people like, what gender were you assigned at birth? Because everybody is assigned a gender at birth. And until you have some level of social development, a person can't object to their gender at birth anyway. So even if you're somewhere else on the scale, yeah, I know what you mean, but I'm just saying. You should just be I guess you should probably just ask people. Well, I'm not saying that you should have gotten in trouble. That's silly. Why would anybody get in trouble for that sort of complaint? But probably best just ask people what gender were you assigned at birth to avoid such confrontations. Like, I've done customer service enough in my life to know that you just have to like... You just have to do things in a way where people don't get mad, even if you don't agree why they're getting mad. That's just, you know, inevitable consequence of doing customer service, unfortunately. Yeah, but what can you do? That is life. People get into arguments and can be annoying. And at the end of the day, all you can really do is just go about doing your job. She'll continue to sabotage here. I don't know what I should get for my last unit here. I could get another skirmisher. Or I could go and get another Spartan youth. Or maybe a Corinthian light hoplite. These guys are pretty decent. Or one of these. What? Fired. Dang. That's just dumb.
At your command.
I just decided to go for 2 Spartan youths. Because I was thinking, like, I'm not going to out-skirmish the Cretans. That's a ridiculous suggestion as the Spartans. I have to out-infantry them. So I might as well just focus on my strength. But yeah, boys, we got our ship. We have our army assembled. It's a full strength. We're going to go over there. Yeah. I mean, that's just life, man. Telling you, if you do any type of customer service job, you're gonna have this type of crap come up. I used to sell phones at the mall. You know, phones at the mall. I was not in a position to screw with people. Never tried to, okay? And believe me, people would get extraordinarily mad at me and accuse me of lying to all the time. And I never did, bro. I never did. I never lied to a single person. I have integrity as a person. I would never lie to get a $10 commission. Sometimes I didn't know everything about a phone. I only worked there 3 months. But the amount of people I had go to my manager and say I'm trying to scam them because there's some like old senile fool was so many, dude. Believe me, work with any job where you have people and the general public has access to what you're doing. You're gonna have to deal with this type of thing, man. Believe me. So, that's all it really is. It is an occupational hazard. But anyway, I'm gonna go and row this army in, dude. We're gonna go ham on these Cretans, take them out. But also, we're training another army here. I don't really want this army to be all that good or expensive. It's just gonna be a very basic army. We get some levy hoplites, if anything, honestly. Some simple levy. Plague fight it gives? Nice. Sick. Alright. What can I get here? I just want to capture Crete, and then I think I'm out for the stream. And we could start into philosophy. Why not? Do some philosophizing. After all, we have Athens under our control now. It's fitting. Smashed on his forehead. Such a random ass place to smash a controller. Man, the Cretans have a ridiculous number of troops. You almost have 2 full stacks. I'm actually a little worried here. Of course, their hoplites aren't as good as mine for, like, obvious reasons. I don't know, maybe... No, I'm just gonna go ahead and get onto their territory and just chill. eating like a faucet from smashing his controller into his head? What, does the controller have like a massive spike in it or what? These things are usually made of plastic, no? Some like fully titanium controller or something? Perfect. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and declare war on Knossos.
Be welcome here and speak as you wish.
Could make a
without
confederation.
fear of
Cool.
consequence or danger.
Oh no. We are speaking very dangerously, dude. Very dangerously. Yeah, we do deserve better. We deserve an agent who would have succeeded there. Whatever. Can now patrol the region. We have a very basic ass army here. Nothing special. Nothing very good either. Funny. Nice. Glad you're enjoying. Okay. What's going on here, dude? It's anime for you, eh? They can patrol the region, but we can't raid it. But these are our enemies. I mean, these are some strong armies, all in all. Got some good credence here. Some powerful archers. But then not a whole lot of good infantry, with the exception of our veterans. I think that they're just gonna attack me, honestly. They outnumber me almost 2-to-1. I don't see why they'd be scared to do so. But I can hold the line against their infantry for days, and I'm going to rely on that. The other thing is that my slingers will go up okay against their Cretans. So it's not like they have 20 archers or something. If they only have 3 or 4 split between 2 armies, it might even outnumber their first army's skirmishers. So we could do this. What they do have is a lot of light infantry, but these Greek light infantry aren't that good. They run quite quick. If I can hammer an anvil, they're gone. But Spartan youths are better in combat too, as they should be. Spartan youths are elite troops. Let's see. It's almost time for Crete to move. Any second now, if they're gonna make their decision. They might actually sail towards Sparta, I don't know. I've seen them do that too. Any moment now, it's gonna go to them. There we go. Yep, they attacked me. 2v1, they decided to go for it. I mean, look, man. We have the numbers. I have the quality of infantry. We're gonna have to make this work. Can put my, I don't think of this battlefield is flat. I'm seeing some markers here. Looks like there's 2 diverging hills kind of in the center of it with an indent in the middle. That's the way I'm reading this topographic map. I wish that they shaded it a little bit more intensely. Oh my! Yeah, I did not understand. I did not get the vibe. Holy... Dude, I am really happy I'm defending here. Imagine having to attack uphill there. No, that would not go well, bro. Crying at a video game that's cringe. Let's go Raphia. See, this is how you can get even spacing between your troops, or mostly even spacing. Wait, the guy in your manga, right? He's like, no, I lost to a girl. Statistical evidence will show that I will respect her more now. Alright, boys.
Reinforcements approaching.
Here we are. We're just gonna wait for them to come. I mean, there's literally no point of me pushing. Although it looks like quite intelligently the Cretans are waiting to link up with our allies. Go ahead, maybe get into a little bit of an echelon. A little bit of space between these guys to give them more room to maneuver. I mean, these Spartan youths are very quick on their feet, so they can maneuver quite quickly. We're just gonna have to hold like a motherfucker. See here, Cretan hoplites emerge. So are these masses of weak Greek infantry. Nothing but a shirt on their back, small shield, some javelins, and a sword. I mean, I'm going to use my skirmishers to target the enemy archers first, not going to lie. It's going to be like my first task. It doesn't look like he's waiting for everything to link up. So the enemy hoplites are going to hit at different times. But you can see just how slow these guys are, right? Maybe his cavalry is going to come
Our hidden units have been discovered.
pretty much after each other. But at least the enemy hoplites are going to be separate, which is great. Cretan light hoplites over here. These guys are similar to my Spartan youths, just much worse. Because they're not elite units. They're just basic units. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and mega target the enemy archers. So it is the Cretan specialty was as archers. Cretan archers are quite good. Some Greek javelins on this flank.
Spear infantry at your command.
Crap. These guys are killing a lot of Spartans.
Ready and waiting.
Don't have enough. I mean, this isn't good. I'm gonna get kind of wrecked here on the flank. But that's like the main challenge in this battle.
Your orders. As you command. Orders understood.
Like this, Cretans are gonna have like all of these supporting troops that I simply don't. That's a solid quote. It's a really good quote. Man. Enemy is just skirmishing, dude. They're just skirmishing.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units. Orders understood. Your orders. Ready. The men are wavering.
Flanks are falling to pieces.
Understood. As you command. Ready. Slingers. Sparta. Your orders. Your orders. Quick march. Slingers.
I'm about to lose a lot of slingers.
Royal Spartans. Commander.
Crap.
Missile.
Our general is under attack.
And my general just got it, and he's gonna start ripping this Greek infantry to pieces. I mean, that's for sure. I don't know how long these guys are gonna be able to hold out, but I'm hoping not for very long because
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
I lost a lot of Spartan youth already. The Amazing Atheist YouTube channel? I haven't heard that guy's name in a while, bro. Holy crap. Remember it was kind of popular when I was in like middle school or high school, like the beginning of high school or something. Jeez. Didn't that guy like, wasn't that guy a pedo or something? I forgot what happened to him. Something nefarious, I remember. There was a lot of controversy about him. Okay, how are my hoplite lines? I mean, this one unit is getting absolutely shit on. It's completely my fault, so I've gotta fix that. Don't want to hang my own men out to dry. Yeah, maybe you should go like stream Minecraft or something. If he's on the grind? That's what you do if you're on the grind, right? Minecraft content. Bro, like, I just got some really... man, the enemy has so much cavalry and I just wasn't able to neutralize it. And my cavalry is starting to annoy the crap out of him too, I'm sure, but my morale is more important than his. That's a problem. And my Spartan youth just aren't capable of, like... I mean, they're not horses. They're not capable of running fast enough to stop the enemy. Okay, go ahead and kill some Cretan archers.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Whatever. Go ahead and chase down a couple of units. I don't like the look of those Greek mercenary veterans. I think I'm good. Okay, we can go shatter these couple of units. Nice. I mean, we actually managed to break a couple of units that are left, and even though my lines are kind of just broken and a little isolated from each other, we're still doing all right here. My morale is just so high, you know. It's the one thing the Spartans have on lock in DI. They have like the best morale out of basically any faction. Which really helps because hoplites run really easily if you hit them in the right place. There's also a lot of pretty wimpy infantry on the field for the Cretans, but whenever you see like Cretan elites, you want to run because they got those veteran hoplites that are just as good as my Spartans, honestly. Ooh, yeah. Go ahead and commit my general to that fight. He'll do well. Okay, I see a chance here. Just charge in and do really well. And I can get this Cretan, this Rhodian slinger in position on this flank. We can just 3v1 these guys if we send our youths running in that direction, and my cavalry can probably wipe these guys out pretty thoroughly, and then these Rhodians can go here. I'm surprised we still have any Rhodians left, considering the enemy's cavalry dominance. If these guys should be getting pooped on, but we can go help them out if they stay on the field. But that's honestly a big if. And nice! We destroyed a Greek veteran hoplite. That's huge, dude! We just gotta make sure it doesn't come back, so we'll kill them to the man almost. It'll be worthwhile, it'll be worthwhile. It's valid, boys, it's valid. General's popping off. My Rhodian slingers basically destroyed a unit on their own, and yeah, now we're going in with some Spartan youths into the rear of this blob. Nice, these guys are out. The enemy general just broke. I'll make sure he doesn't come back. But unhoplite these guys and charge him into the back of this Cretan blob. Really scare him off from the field. Yeah, basically my Tarentine cavalry are just being used to chase enemies that routed. That's basically their sole purpose right now. And send these Rhodians into combat. We're about to get a lot of routing Cretans anyway, because we're just gonna mega encircle this hoplite corps into center. And some of these Cretans do have pretty good morale, like this general or whatnot, but can we? These things are not as over as I thought they were. Yeah, some of my units are. I mean, honestly, rightfully, they're starting to rout. There we go. We can go enjoy slaughtering the enemy for just a moment here. Right, the Cretans, they're surrounded, so disengaging should be a little bit challenging. Should be able to get a couple of kills here so we can avoid facing these men in the future, right?
The enemy general is dead.
Yeah, it was part of that whole, like, circle of people of, like, Sargon of Akkad and... You know, the whole internet anti-feminist movement that evolved in early YouTube. I mean, the Koreans are still gonna have quite a decent number of troops on the field, I think. Oh, I remember. I used to watch Sargon when I was like 13 or 12 or something. I was really big into the anti-migrant stuff when the Syrian refugee crisis hit YouTube. When you would just make like these like 50-minute videos of him just ranting at the camera about like different stuff that feminists tweeted. I mean, hey, it's not like we didn't lose men. We only have 1,800 left on the island, or even less. This is not going to be easy still. It's going to be also quite important, like, where these Cretans run off to. Yep. It's the way it goes, man. People do change their mind, like, in a decade. But hey, Sargon's still at it. Let's see. I don't know whether our army is actually strong enough to take for settlement. I don't know if it is. We lost quite a few men. Quite a few men. 17. It's not like a super strong army though. I don't know. Maybe we could try. Like, let's, for example, combine these two and see what we can get here. What the? What's a level? Hello? There you go. You could have predicted that, yeah. Okay, what does this use? Eugenies? Okay, so we could just kind of draw these guys from the local population. What? Foch used to be a right-wing person? No way. I have a hard time imagining that myself. Okay, well, let's just go like maximum into these dudes because they are very good. And then we can go and get a Rhodian. Whoops. I mean, I'm just gonna have to deal with a lot of mercenary recruitment here. So otherwise, there's just no way I'm gonna be able to take the settlement. Maybe I should have just finished recruiting. Hold up. Did I make a mistake? No, I can still win this. I'm outnumbered, but when I'm like looking at what the other side has, it's really not that bad. Especially I have such a massive advantage in the hoplite department that I should be able to smash it. Damn. Is this like a part of internet history now? It's kind of hard for me to even imagine, but I suppose it is now, right? So it actually is quite funny, like, just how the, like, grassroots political commentary scene into YouTube had just been, like, fully... I mean, now it's all very, like, corporate, yeah? There's so much more money involved in it nowadays than there used to be. I mean, just people make, like, way, like, infinitely more money.
Enemy reinforcements approaching.
Back in, like, 2015 or so, people were just doing it for, like, ad revenue. Now we have contracts from, like, actual political parties and shit. So let's see, again. The hoplite advantage is gonna have to hold here for me. These hoplites, they've got to hold against massive numbers. Massive numbers. What the? There we go. I'm seeing... Oh! No, what do you mean? Like, Vosh and Sargon have, like, opposing political ideologies, first of all, no? They're like opposites! Also, I mean, look, these guys are just holding. These guys are just holding. They're on opposite sides, what the... This makes my job much easier. Send all of our guest hoplites to this side. They were in the same community? What? Wait, so Sargon was a right-wing person? Wait, no, not Sargon. Vosh was? No way. Or... were they, oh, so they could actually, like, cooperate with each other. They just weren't as antagonistic towards each other. Suddenly, the moment that I appear, Cretans start to move. Oh, it was? Yeah, I wasn't self-aware. I wasn't aware enough of what I was watching to even, like, know that there was any type of big movement alongside this, honestly.
Pushing.
Oh, I see. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, we're just gonna...
Our hidden unit.
Okay, yeah, now the Cretans, it's like I poked them into reactivity. It's like they didn't realize that there was gonna be a battle today. They hate all of them. Yeah, you know, that's actually fair. That's one of the more base things I think you've said. Besides Shoehead. Oh, Shoehead, yeah, I forgot that person existed. The British right-wingers used to, like, flaunter around and just be like, yo, see, we got a girl! Got a girl on our side! Yeah, there we go. We managed to trap the Cretan cavalry. They were chasing after us. They didn't realize that our hoplites are that close, and, yeah, you know what? I think that's why a lot of people watch her. I think that's why a lot of people do, honestly. That one trans girl.
Push it.
So it's your...
Push it.
Arisha. Yeah, I don't remember the trans person. Okay, now we're just gonna go ahead and charge these Greek infantrymen, because I know that they're pathetic. You know, they can't hold against my Spartan youths. They'll crumble. She was also a pick-me, eh? See over here. We're bombarding these Cretan nobles. We're showing them who's boss. Well, that's good to know. You're a man of culture, clearly. What the? Who the fuck are these guys? Oh, that's the town garrison. Bro, this battle is confusing as hell. But here we have it. My Spartan youths have managed to trap these guys up against a wall, and they are assaulting them with great passion. Good to know. Yeah, good to know. You know, I'm learning a lot here, you know? Learning a lot. Okay, well, these Greek guys, they should go down. We'll just keep on running these hoplites in.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
We can engage frontally here, and I think we'll win. It is Cretan hoplites. Must be taking some pretty serious owies from my swingers. From my slingers, not swingers. My slingers. I do not know that particular piece of music, but I'm sure that it has immense cultural significance. Look at these Cretans. They're just ignoring my hoplites because they're getting roasted right now by my Rhodians. Let's see over here. Okay, finally, the hoplites meet. Wait, are they? Okay, like, I wanted the hoplites to engage so I can hammer an anvil, but they're kind of, like, blocking me from that. Okay, there we go, finally. So hard to get hoplites to engage sometimes, man. Can be an unwieldy unit on the open field, but I suppose they were in real life, too. Okay, over here, we decimated them. Okay, you know what, honestly? We can just take phalanx off and attack these guys. Holy. Okay, we actually are taking some pretty serious damage. My mercenary veterans. Funny shit. Guys, I'll look it up.
Our general is under attack.
I'm on with Tarentines. I gotta get my Tarentines over here so we can attack these archers. Holy crap. We're taking a lot of ammo. Gotta pull my boys back.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
I don't know, we can maybe just have my Rhodians fight the enemy archers for a little bit. They've only taken one casualty because my men have great armor, but you know, you don't see the HP going down on the troops, which is what's happening kind of behind the scenes. An enemy, I mean, it's really good that we isolated these veteran hoplites, because even though we're not cracking, we're gonna do a lot of damage by surrounding them, and their morale is gonna crack pretty quickly, I would think. If I can get rid of the enemy mercenary veterans, it's some of the better troops that they have. I would absolutely love that. I'll get my units a little closer here. See over here, we're not like fully engaging, which is why these hoplites are lasting. Over here we are, and you can see what a hoplite and hoplite battle looks like here. Just a lot of pikes getting pushed to and fro, and honestly they go pretty quick. Usually a side routes pretty quickly, but these two hoplites are holding pretty well. But now that we're hitting their flank, they won't. And we just sent our cavalry in, but there's too many skirmishers. There's gonna be problems. And yeah, I think it's about time to start just running this infantry forward. There's not much we can really do other than engage the Rhodians frontally. Or not the Rhodians, the Cretans. Sorry, boys. The Cretans. We are killing some of our archers with my slingers. Who are Rhodians? The actual Rhodians. No.
The men are wavering.
Who's wavering? Ah, some of my slingers. Yeah. We're under a little bit too much pressure. What the? Man. These veterans, they're lasting a while, but they're basically just dying, honestly. There we go. Goodbye, veterans.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
Yeah, we're losing a lot of cavalry. I'll just run my remaining cavalry away. The point of them dying so uselessly. Make sure my men aren't in phalanx so they can run a little quicker. And my veteran hoplites got into combat with some enemy javelin cavalry, and we'll kill a couple before they inevitably run away. Cowards that they are. They also know that they have no business fighting against hoplites like this. I hope they just randomly shatter here. Oh, nice. We're in combat. We can charge them. Come on, mercenary hoplites. Just get rid of these. Nice. Okay. So happy. It's just really annoying to have, like, cavalry for the enemy when there really isn't much that you can do about it, you know? And my cavalry is pretty much spent. I mean, they were spent well, but they are spent. Set my general running after that enemy cavalry unit. I mean, it looks like we're just gonna take it. Not really being microed all too well. I mean, I don't mind it. My general can do pretty well in long-term combat against a cavalry unit. So the longer they stay in that, the better it is for me. Trying to like see what the enemy lines look like, 'cause I'm a little confused if anything. My general is just, yeah, he's just chasing after the enemy cav, and he's doing a pretty good job at it. Let's see. Greek citizens, yeah, should win that. On this side, though, things will get a little bit harder. Just wash your hair. Nice. Good update, I suppose. It's important to wash hair. It's very important to wash hair. My general couldn't finish off the enemy cav. I mean, honestly, they shouldn't even like wait for me to finish them off. We'll send one of these youths to go hit them. These guys can go and fit right through this gap, though. Oh. Enemy lines are starting to crumble a little bit. I assume that those are slingers that ran, which is fine. We got charged by cavalry. There's only so much that they can do. Sam, hi, dude. Okay, I'll go ahead and try to screen with these Spartan youths. And there we have it. Got some Cretan hoplites routing. Over into center battle, it's going to be hoplite on hoplite. Spear walls crashing, each trying to get an advantage over the other.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
And then, yeah, we gotta just get around these guys. I don't know, man. I don't have any cavalry left. I was trying to summon them, but it looks like my last cav unit routed at some point. I don't even know, bro. Okay, what's my general doing? It's up against a Greek militia. I mean, he should crack that unit without too much effort. Send these guest hoplites to go smash into the enemy Cretans. It shouldn't take too much time to rout them. Send these youths forward as well. And my general's slowly destroying the enemy militia. Let's see. Yeah, I was trying to wrap this unit around the enemy general hoplite, because honestly, the enemy general hoplite's not going to be a bad unit. It's going to be fully capable of handling one of my Spartan hoplites. We'll push these guys up and we can form them up to charge. And my general, I mean, he's taking a while to crunch for the Greek militia. The Greek militia isn't phalanx, so that's kind of like what you expect. But now the Greek militia is starting to fade a little quicker. Okay. Well, push an attack. I see, I mean, look how, like, completely blocked this battlefield looks. Oh, that's it. That's it. They routed. I mean, for fair, we kind of, like, flanked their main force, so it makes sense.
The enemy general is
Perfect. I like to hear that. Go ahead and knock us out. Just running around playing with a weird mascot guy. What? Oh, that's so random. Dude, look at that Knossos, dude. Look at that Knossos. Look at the casualties they've taken. I mean, that's it, folks. They certainly will not be able to defend Puny Island anymore. Not against Sparta, if he even ever had a chance. Most definitely don't anymore. We'll take it for ourselves. You know, Spartan children will rejoice knowing that they are the rulers of Greece, the undisputed rulers of Greece at this point. No islanders remain that can wag their finger and argue that they too control a part of a province. What's the context? Can ransom this. And, well, there we have it. I mean, really isn't much else we can do here other than take it. I don't know, we could loot. I mean, I kind of want the money, not gonna lie.
We hunger for battle.
Admittedly, I don't know a whole lot about Sam Hyde other than he's super edgy. That's all I really heard. I never watched him. Except for this, because minus upkeep's always useful, right? Oh, really? Oh, that's funny. We don't need this. We don't need this. Oh man, I could keep this. Okay, so we could get Creed and Archers if we just upgrade once more. So basically, the moral of the story is do not trust Sam Hyde. Do not trust Sam Hyde. Don't think he's not gonna screw up you.
Ready for battle.
He is gonna screw you over. That's the moral of the story.
It is a great and glorious thing to serve your people.
Wait. I'm gonna go and move this guy out of the city. Just so it doesn't affect public order for like 3 turns. How do I add food? I mean, I want to like do bread and games, but we're already like negative food. Let's do this for 1 turn. What do you call the devil? I don't know, bro. I don't think, like, Satan is... I don't think all the Jews even believe in Satan. There we have it. We have Olive Hellas. I can spend a couple of turns establishing stability, but that's basically it. I would go after that.
And you doubtless have much that we would find desirable. So,
I mean,
are we to have trade?
yeah, I would definitely accept a trade agreement for money. Belial? Oh, okay. Cool. Belial. Belial. Interesting. Yeah, I think you fully understand how completely uneducated I am on Jewish religion, alright? I'm an ethnic Jew, not a religious Jew. Oh, okay, so just a Hebrew word for devil then, yeah? Ah, I see. Man, this Pfizer is really kicking in, dude. What to say, man? Like, Pfizer is like a nice body high, but Moderna gets you a more creative, you know, cerebral high, you know? I mean, if you really want to, like, explore yourself, you know, you take a good Moderna here and there. Jeez. I am feeling crappy. I wish! Bro, I'll be sick. You could just pop off on the vaccine, dude? Heck yeah. I mean, I got a Navy. I might as well put them to use. To go annihilate the rest of his faction. Sounds like a fever. No, I don't have a fever, bro. I just got a headache. I was just joking. Body high does sound like a fever, bro. You're right. Someone told me if I had a body high after taking a vaccine, I would be like, oh, I got a fever. You felt nothing after vaccines? Ah, dude, I've gotten fatigued after each and every single one of them. It worked well for me, though. Like, I got COVID. I mean, okay, I got COVID, but I had, like, no symptoms. That's what was good. Like, I didn't even know I had it until my grandma got it. Then I knew I had it. And I was like, oh, why? Why? Gave it to her. I didn't even know I had it. And she was fine. You had the symptoms? Ooh, that's unlucky. Okay, I can get fish here. Is fish worth it? I mean, I think it is. Plus food from fishing ports. I mean, I just do a fishing port here, but that's pretty based. I don't know. My brother got it, and he had like way worse symptoms than that. When you got the COVID, he got some really bad symptoms. He was just, I mean, okay, it wasn't like he had anything exceptional. Like, he had a flu, and he was like sweating all over the place, but he was sick for like 2 weeks. He got hit real hard.
Ready for orders.
Okay, so my next plan is gonna be to go into Asia here. Well, I'm gonna send my spy to go check out what's going on here, but obviously I have to retain this army first. Suppose I can wait a couple of turns, see what's up. So, didn't have any symptoms. Lucky him, really. Knock on wood, you know. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people who are just healthy can fight off COVID no problem. It's not like a super duper deadly disease after all. And a majority who get it recover. COVID has come and flu DLC. Yeah, it basically is. It's if you pay $2 in Plague Ink, you can get it. And bow it to you.
War against
Ooh,
you
roads.
is not enough
So you
to
know what? I
save
was like gonna try to. I was gonna try to like figure out where in Asia do I hit first, but looks like the Rhodesians basically made that move for me. I don't know. I never thought it would like end the world or anything, but you know, definitely thought it would kill a lot of old people. Still happy when I self-isolated and stuff. You happen? Damn.
We hunger for battle.
Are you disappointed every time it doesn't end? You're like, oh. Oh, finally. Finally. Stupid Macedonians are gone. Like, how long are we gonna last under this, like, immense scrutiny? Like, surely someone's gonna take him out.
We will...
Since kindergarten, you've just been waiting for the world to end one day. You're like, come on. Come on, boys.
Ready for orders.
When's it ending? Don't wanna participate in this charade no more.
At your command. At your command. Faster, damn you all! For honor and glory.
I mean, we barely have like any food, man. Gotta go and import the food.
It is an honor to serve.
Gotta go and import the food. Or else we ain't got no food.
Commander.
So we have like a lot of different. We have a lot of money. I might as well just go ahead and, you know, boost the public order, and I can go pay another guy. The Hellas, and then boom, look at that. Simply paid some money and then all my issues went away. That's how therapy's supposed to work, but it doesn't. You'd think so, eh? You'd think so. Wait a minute, I can trade more but 3 troops now. Hold up, why was I trading 3? That's just a bad habit, man. Could I trade way more? Okay. So what do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hoplites. We could go for another hoplite, to be honest. I mean, these Cretan levies aren't really all that good. Like, there's no reason to get them. They have horrible morale. And go for another hoplite. Could definitely merge these guys together and then... What the... Well, I'm looking at what, like, the full Spartan roster is gonna look like if I unlock it all, boys. This is how it looks. This glitch happens every once in a while. It's not like you can recruit them, though. It just shows you. I mean, when you click away, it does it. But, I mean, got some interesting units here that we can get in the future. Oh, there we go. This will be pretty solid. Go get some of these guys. They also have a lot of money now. A lot of money. Moisturizing. 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 Nah, I don't know what a mauger is. I do not know what a mauger is. Alright, boys, one more turn after this. Then I head off. I want to go eat. I want to go eat. I want to go sleep, probably. God damn. I got this massive headache that's coming on. Stupid. Stupid Pfizer body high, bro. I got the flu vaco at the same time, too, so I got the double shot. Oh. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Mission successful. Oh, I didn't even know that we were on a mission. It's always nice when you don't know you're on a mission, but then you complete a mission. That's based. Okay, well, this fleet is done. It's done recruiting, so we might as well just kind of go off here. Go kind of float around over here.
The waves still back at your command.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Just take some more Zoomer speak. Some more Zoomer language that I simply do not understand.
Commander. Call this a garrison. At your command.
I mean, we should be able to recruit men here. Like, I just don't know why they're not. But there also there's like a lot of these units here that we can just get anyway. Only issue is that this is like Silver Chevron. I mean, it's so much better than the base unit. See ya, bro. See ya. Thanks for watching. I will be heading off soon as well. I won't. I will not forget to do whatever that is. So might as well just get this. So useful. Damn, dude. How do I finish this army? And like, am I actually not gonna recruit anymore? Not retaining at all? I really need to just like go into Athens or what? Rhodes. Are these guys determined to see their war out
Do
with
not
me?
waste.
No, they're not. Okay.
Excellent.
Great. They do not have any interest in such a thing.
I am honored to receive this embassy, and will listen. I think trade.
I welcome you.
Ready for orders. It is. Commander. Embarking. Charybdis. Those waters never. We hunger for battle.
I mean, I'm looking for just garrison troops, so I might as well get a couple more of these. Might as well get some more of these for my home defense army. Look, if I just get my army to Sparta, I should be able to retain. And I'm thinking, maybe we just go ahead Ephasos. That looks like the easiest thing for sure. It's like, nobody tends to like the Galatians. They have strong troops, but they're completely ally-less. But it gets me into Asia with a reasonably good centralized settlement. Also, it's very close to Athens, too. You know, you get that connectivity. I'm pretty happy with my home army, you know, combined with the garrison of Athens. It should be pretty good.
No
Yeah, you know what? I'll pay these guys for a non-aggression pact. At least it makes them attacking me a little bit more complicated. I mean, they probably see my home army developing with all the armed slaves, and they're just... Man, they're just terrified, aren't they? They know what they're up against. I also want, like... I really want Hellas to have a reasonable public order, and it doesn't. It has a really bad public order. Even after, like, hosting a bunch of games and stuff, people are very unhappy of the destruction that I've been causing, which makes sense. Like, I just straight up went into Crete and I just massacred and enslaved the population. Like, I didn't do good. Let's just go ahead and see whether we can maybe, you know, maybe we can fix things a little bit. There we go. So my army go ashore. We can go ahead and replenish the crap out of everything here. Now this army can go ahead. It can go sit on the border and it can patrol the whole region. I have 0 banditry. Not a single bandit can live in my empire. Not one. One is too many. Single bandit insults me. Go ahead and get another Rhodian slinger, a mercenary. Damn mercenary. Go ahead and get another Tarentine. You can get 2 more units. I don't know, man. I mean, the thing is that we can either get hoplites, but we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hoplites. Well, if you count this. You know, honestly, the Spartan youths are very good. They're just hard to recover. They're very hard to recover. Let's screw it. Get another cavalry.
Ready for battle.
4. Yeah, we can get a guest hoplite, whatever. Necessary evil, I suppose. And we can go around, I guess, looking for some more allies. I don't know why these guys don't want to trade with me. This settlement kind of sucks. The only thing is that, yeah, Crete's still very exposed, still very weak. Carthage. I mean, Carthage probably is looking upon Sparta and thinking, what is this? This army's in disrepair. What happened to the mighty Spartan army? They went to the savage land of Crete, and they came out looking worse for wear. I mean, they're just trying to train all of these guest hoplites for battle once again, but just not quite working. Not quite working at all. Not quite working. I mean, to be serious though, like my army will recover pretty quickly. Quickly enough anyway. Also, once Crete gets that level 2 building, will be good. And I'm also going to build Fortified Crete for the level 3. Definitely going to fortify it. And then that, what is it? What's it called? But port should give me quite a decent amount of food. Enough food to survive, anyway. Let's see. +2, +1. Less money, more money. More fish, less fish. Just top level. Gives you a lot more money. This one gives you food, though. Money. I don't think I'll regret it. I think I'll be fine. I mean, honestly, the army's recovering at a reasonable rate. We also have a lot of money. An absolute lot of money. Actually, you know what? Considering that we do have a lot of money, let's go for another one. Fish. Considering that my garrison army doesn't really have to be this shit. My navy doesn't have to be this bad. I'll tell you that. And we can go ahead and get some pretty good troops, actually. I mean, let's go ahead and at least get a couple of naval units that can make transporting my armies less hazardous, you know? Well, I suppose that this is a decent amount of movement, right? We're getting some naval troops. My main army, we're recovering men pretty quickly. We're training some more guest hoplites. My development of Crete is going quite soundly.
Our ancestors have spoken, and they have...
Yeah, I'm not gonna attack you guys, don't worry. I mean, honestly, we're doing really well. Like, look at my income, boys. Sparta's doing solid, dude. Sparta's honestly doing solid. I don't think we gotta worry all too much of the amount of money we have, although it does take time for us to develop our army, so perhaps we should create another army. But with so much money, it's like almost unjustifiable to not. And I don't really need to have like a 20 stack navy or something. I was thinking maybe a couple more ships would be useful, but having like a full navy just makes no sense. Like a 20 stack navy, what are we gonna do with it? It's a little something to complement a nice naval attack, you know. Maybe 8 or 10 ships. It looks like the council doesn't particularly like roads. Don't like roads at all. You can see here we're still getting more troops. Like, a lot of these units aren't full strength. It's as simple as that. They just aren't. It's 2, 2, 2. These guys are 3. No, that's fine. The way I see this is to get some Greek Marines, so get some Marine Greek archers, get some very basic ships, right? Spartans aren't the most maritime people. We don't need to pretend to be here. We did meet Carthage recently. Neutral.
Carthage welcomes you.
I mean, for trading people, you guys don't seem to like trading particularly hard. Considering that we're a rather neutral faction in the Punic War, to be honest. This is just my defense army. Control region, yeah, we can do that. Increase public order slightly. Then we can go and create another army and what's going on here? Wait. Get some more kids here.
At your command.
There we go. Our heir, faction heir is actually... Looks like he's fully at war now.
Ready for orders.
Yeah, homeland populations are like pathetic, man. They're just nowhere. We really need to raise public order, that's the issue.
We hunger for battle. At your command. Are you ready to serve?
Wait, why does one take 4? I don't know, let's see what happens here.
Ready for orders.
It's because of this, okay. I got it.
We hunger for
Doesn't
battle.
really help. Alright. Honestly, our food supply is kind of scarce here. Not gonna lie, boys. Food's not doing too well. And why would it? Why would food do super well? Why would food do super well when we have so many armies out and about? One patrolling the region with a bunch of helots running around. Those mouths need feeding, even if we don't feed them a lot. One army in Sparta, enlisting young men, forcing spears into their hands. Well, not forcing. Spartans don't need any... We don't need to be forced to fight. They like to do it naturally. There's been another army outside of Athens trying to train Athenians in the Spartan way. I'm ignorant to believe that the Athenians can handle it, but... You know, I like to believe in people. Well, let's see what happens next turn. I think my food supply is going to be a little busted, though. Oh, never mind. Food actually went up. Perfect. You get fortified Crete.
Ready for battle.
I don't know why these guys are suddenly like not getting reinforced, but
Fleets reporting. At your command. Commander. Commander. At your command. Ready for orders.
oh damn. Man, I see the entirety of Galatian, or maybe not. Maybe the Galatians have a lot of territory actually. I should probably go scout them out. Yeah, the Galatians are a reasonably strong faction. Like, we're not a one settlement faction.
Welcome. I
don't know why
You are welcome.
getting trade agreements is so hard right now. When I am a very reliable person. Actually, with Rhodes, they should be pretty happy to trade. I think I just want Crete.
Ready for battle.
It's like their dream to have it or something.
Ready for orders. Fleet reporting.
I know, we could just wait one more turn in Athens. See if, like, hopefully...
Assembling the fleet.
Hopefully the rest of my army just recovers. And it's all just kind of like a visual glitch or whatever. Romans. What are they doing? Are Romans out war on my ally? If they are, how do I not know? If they're on their territory, it'd be definitely... I mean, maybe they have military access rights, I don't know. Could have them for all I know. Or if they're just trespassing, I have no idea. Also did see like a Carthaginian ship there, so maybe if you ran them down, which is an extension of that war, I'm not so sure. Let's take a look here. I don't know what Todden is. Oh, these guys are at war with Rome. Heck. How do I not know that they're at war with our ally? I mean, no, we're about to have Rome on our doorstep. Hold up. Or maybe not. 20 versus 19 plus the Larissa garrison, which is reasonably strong. That's not that easy. I mean, the Athens garrison is strong. Plus, I'm about to get these guys too, and I have my militia army. Maybe I should just chill.
We hunger for battle.
And oh, okay, now we're finally recovering. 2 turns until we're good. I want 1 turn. You know what? Screw it. 1 turn. Get onto the ship. And then I can go sail to Ephesus and begin my conquest against the Galatians. I'd love to just do that.
At your command.
Now I can trade 1 more. Who do we get? Corinthian light hoplites. These guys could help with holding the flank or something. I can get some Helid archers. I don't want to train like the best army in the world for my 2nd army. Get some Helid archers. I mean, those guest hoplites are going to be a pretty solid like main line anyway. Now the Romans are definitely antagonistic towards me at this point. They definitely are. Right, we have a pretty strong navy. We have a budding army and a militia just kind of guarding our territory, and of course several settlements. I think it was quite good, smart to actually get the fortified Crete. So that'll just increase the size of the garrison, and it'll mean more like ballistas and stuff. You know, given that it's an island, I don't think I'll ever take like great pains to defend it myself, so I guess I could send my navy. My navy is actually turning out to be pretty competent. Like I have a couple of very powerful ships in it. Could ram like crazy. Most importantly, though, I have a supply ship that can make sure that my soldiers don't starve in transport. Well, let's go see. Politics pirates are gone. Get a dignitary.
I would travel to Tartarus in your service.
I might end up having to. Right here we go. Full army.
Poseidon, bless our voyage. All hands to the oars.
Next turn, we'll get there.
Your orders? Ready for orders. Commander? At your command. Sign up, lads.
I mean, of course, I'm just gonna go get more of these hoplites. I mean, what else am I gonna recruit, right? From these wretched Athenian foreigners. Still have plenty of money, so I might as well try to boost the public order of Hellas. So I really want my homioid population to start to grow. The only way it's gonna grow is if I just continuously increase the public order. Okay, I'll take a Phasos now. That's my next turn. Start the war against Galatia. We kill some barbarians. And oh, I mean, it really does look like the Galatians are aware of what's about to happen. I mean, look at their navy sally out to kind of check ours. But truthfully, I don't think that their navy is any good. Like, barbarian ships just don't have the same... They don't have the same quality as the Greek ones. Like, they won't be able to ram like mine, and they won't have half the health. Like, I'll be able to sink for ships almost effortlessly just by ramming into them. They won't be able to do the same, especially with my couple of flagships. I have like 3 flagships in my navy. 3 destroyers that could just one-hit most of those Galatian ships. But, I don't know. I'm not really here to have a naval battle against them just yet. I could drop my troops off and then do it. Can go and head and just like declare war on them.
Greetings. Speak plainly and without. Your orders?
What? Huh?
Fleet stripper for the guards!
There we go. Okay, I'm like, okay, I was getting blocked, that's why. I'm just surprised that that was like a block, you know? The ships didn't look like they were like directly next to mine. But yeah, boys, this is gonna be the last battle of the stream. See, the Galatians have a lot of swords. They have some spears. They have a couple of just random dudes with clubs. We got some archers too. I mean, this is a decent sized garrison army. But it's equipped relatively well. But they're up against my main army here, right? These are the guest hoplites that conquered Athens, but defeated the Cretans, but subdued the Aetolians and forced them into a complicit alliance. They're up against the Slingers of Rhodes. And a youth of Sparta who just want to prove themselves. I mean, there's just so much quality here. But this is that barbarian settlement where usually the enemy bunches themselves up right here. They tend to, anyway. So I'll have 5 hoplites kind of looking down upon them here. Bring in my slingers, of course, and I'll get my homioi to attack this area. These guys kind of just chilling in the back. Yeah, we'll just kind of observe what the enemy is gonna do here. They might sally out, which honestly, if they sally out of this settlement, it's gonna be such like an awkward. I mean, it looks like they are sallying out just straight up, yeah? Yep, we're not gonna try to defend it. Just gonna go for it. But that's okay. Go ahead and lock them in here. Then I'll have these homioi kind of build up over here. What's up with my navy? We have a couple of ships with like 105 guys on them. The ships are good, and they're moving pretty quick, I would say. I'm happy with the speed, the relative speed of these ships.
Orders? Ready and awaiting orders. Transports ready and waiting.
You know what? Everyone except for this guys can row hard, right?
Increase speed. Ships waiting.
Yeah, it looks like
Tarantine cavalry.
these guys, these raiders, are gonna deploy on the flanks. Slingers are shooting the Celtic warriors, which is a good target, right? These are one of the swordsmen of the Galatians. One of the better units. I mean, I don't mind getting quite a few kills on these Celts. Right, my Rhodians wiping out the Galatians' ability to fight there.
Our general is under attack.
Yeah, we're trying to get our ships to kind of go to where the action is, you know?
Our hidden units have been discovered.
And yeah, I mean, I'll just keep my Rhodians doing what they were doing. I mean, my general's in combat. He's already killed 60. Like, these Aspis, I mean, they might not have the exact same reputation for ferocity as the Celts, but these guys are just far more disciplined, far better warriors. Going in against men who have already been weakened by slings, it's not an issue for the men of Sparta. Yeah, now my Rhodians are targeting the flank of these Celtic warriors. And I'm not even gonna charge what my nearest units for. I think it's better to allow my slingers to just hit these guys for a little bit longer.
Our hidden units have been
My
discovered.
general's taken a couple of casualties, but he's killed far more. And now my Spartan youths are gonna start crashing in. And these guys are good, man. Spartan youths, they know how to wield a spear with great efficiency. Some more Celtic warriors. We can go ahead, charge them with Spartan youths. Like, I'm pretty sure my Spartan youths are actually better warriors.
Tarantine cavalry.
And my Carantine cavalry have been harassing the enemy with these javelins. I think it's time to go ahead and charge enemy in. I don't know, we're kind of just sitting here with a line of men. Not being quite obvious here, but just most of my hoplites are stationary and not really getting involved in the battle. We gotta advance these guys forward. And we can go ahead and send these guys in to go help out against these Celtic warriors. See, my Spartan youths, I mean, it's just a bunch of militia and stuff. There's nothing to fear from them. What are these Spartan youths doing as Celtic warriors? They're actually losing. Maybe I overestimated my Spartan youths somewhat, but we're gonna go ahead and send in a heavily armored guest hoplite to go help out, and that should make the enemy general have a cause for concern. There we go. Enemy general gone. Here, Celtic spear raiders. We'll just charge them with a bunch of cavalry units. Yes, spear units are obviously pretty good against cavalry, but you don't want to be charged by this much cavalry, right? You don't want to be charged by this much cavalry. Go ahead and send some of these guys over here. And really, I'm just kind of... I mean, I'm over here with my Celtic youth, with my Spartan youths, and my general, and we're just trying to cut through. There's a vast swath of Celts who... I mean, I'll just say it, they're quite enthusiastic about fighting us here. Trying to make sure we're actually properly engaged here, but you can see... Oh man, I just saw one of the Celtic spearmen slaughter one of my general's bodyguards. This is not... Oh man. It's not going well. We're losing a lot of men. Probably because of these bowmen and stuff. I do not want my general to die here in such an insignificant battle over Ephasus of all settlements. But you know what? We should be able to hit the rear soon. You can see here some of my larger boats, sort of 105 men crewing it. They're about to getting off their ships, and well, as they launch themselves off of the boats, that'll be quite useful. And well, the Spartan youths, they're gonna go ahead and fight the Celtic bowmen, and Spartan youths are both light units, but my men are far more capable of 15 attack, 16 melee defense versus the enemy, what? 4 and 2. It should not be remotely similar. Like, we should be absolutely destroying. Yeah, I need to wait for my units to completely get off the ship. Perfect. My general's been doing a little bit better recently. I mean, ever since, yeah, like, the vast majority of my army has shown up. And now we have these Greek Marines. They're not the best units in melee, but they're like... I mean, they're meh, which is good enough, honestly. For a flanking attack like this, especially with 2 Spartan youths and a guest hoplite already coming in. Yeah, we just go hit the Celtic tribesmen in the rear. My Spartan youth should be able to handle these Celtic bowmen. I mean, they were so competent at slaughtering their peers that, you know, I'll entrust my youth with that particular task. And you know, my Greek Marines can go in for a nice flank charge, get a couple of kills that'll probably cause the whole lot to rout, and well, there you have it, boys. First victory against the Galatians, of course in garrison form, but still a nice little victory here. I mean, look at these numbers here, boys. 232 kills on my general. My Rhodians picking up almost 100 apiece. My youths getting around 200 each. I mean, they struggled against some of the Celtic warriors because they're just a heavier unit, but they still did pretty dang well there at the end. And of course, my cavalry effortlessly killing, as usual, against these militia or garrison armies. Galatians, we're gonna miss the settlement. Yeah, I'll loot it.
Ready for battle.
And oh, I mean, yeah, the proximity to my capital, I guess, allows me to retain troops quite easily. Let's see, what can I get here? Figians. I mean, not bad with that pike unit and all. Not too bad. Might as well spend a couple of turns achieving this. And ooh. Oh. Do not quite realize how handsome this town was. Handsomely endowed this town was. Jeez. I'll get to level 3 here. -4. Yeah, we definitely need to change this one out to a food. Food building.
Police reporting. Ready for orders.
I mean, this is good though, right? We've managed to capture the settlement. Managed to capture the settlement, and well, it's all that we can really do here. It's all that we can really do. Pezos is somewhat guarded, but I mean, what about these Galatians? Like, who are we at war with? Seleucids. I mean, it doesn't look like we're gonna last a very war with the Seleucids, but then again, I don't see the Seleucids anywhere close. Yeah, the Seleucids are actually quite happy with me.
Be welcome here, and speak as you wish, without fear of consequence.
They aren't very much liked. Is there anyone else I could get an agreement with right now? Pergamon.
I throw open. Apollo, smile on you for this
I didn't
acceptance.
want that. That you won't even trade with me? Oh, man. They actually control the capital of his province. RIP. RIP indeed. Oh, what about the... Oh, man, there's some nice mercenaries here, I have to say. Those Carians aren't too bad. Actually, it's not really better than what's in my home province. But anyway, boys, it's gonna be it. This is a campaign we're gonna stick to. I mean, look, it took me a while, but I think I figured out the meta with Sparta, right? You just want to go and consolidate your home province. And what? Dude, Athens has no population. How did things get Vista populated? Holy... Dude, these are the least populated settlements I've ever seen. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, things have gotta go improve from here on out. Why is it not growing at all? Is we're unhappy or what?
That's your common hunger for battle.
Well, anyway, boys. Yeah, this will be it, boys. This will be it. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Ciao.